There we go. That's what we want. Okay, okay. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, cool. We are ready to rock. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, let's get this rolling. Let's get this bopping. Gotta get Twitch chat. What is Twitch without Twitch chat? You know what I'm saying? All right, dude. I'm pretty excited for today. I'm a little bit nervous. I always get nervous when I ever do like any sort of like coaching, because I don't know. I don't feel like that I'm the greatest chess player, but I do know. I would hope enough to help out Prostitute. Hey, what's up, Jacob? Welcome. How are you doing today? Okay, let's see. Let's see. I need to. Okay. Hey, what's up, TKB? Where's Prostitute? He'll be here. Don't worry. It doesn't start for a while. I just put the title in now, so I don't have to worry about it. You're tilting because of bad internet connection? Oh no. That's like one of the worst ways. What's up, Harry? How you doing today? Takes, check, king. Right, the idea is to want to be able to play this, because, you know, it's scary for him. But this knight's in the way. But if I take that knight, and this queen just bops over, I can give this check, and he can go here. But I don't see, like, any sort of, like, crazy follow-up or anything, right? What if I push it to bone? If I push it to bone, well, I mean, you can just take with this knight, then everything's no fun. If I take here and he takes here, and then I push here, he doesn't have to do anything. I mean, he can just take. Then I could go check, king over, check, king over. Not a lot going on there. You had a 2000 guy. You had a 2000 guy where you wanted him, and the internet connection, time pressure made you miss. Oh no! I'll go sit in the corner. Oh no! I'm sorry, TKB. That's no fun. That's no fun. Especially like when it's rated too, and you're just like, fuck. But it's okay. Now you can watch me make terrible moves and hopefully feel less bad about yourself. You know, that's at least the goal. Yeah, definitely. I probably won't start for like an hour and a half. So you got time. Here takes. No good. So this has got it. Okay. It is, you just push the pawn. Okay. And why can't he just take here? Oh, because then I achieve this. Oh my god. I kind of had it figured out, but then I didn't. Skill shots. Hello. Mikhail, hello. And Professor Blundermaster himself, what's up? When's the lesson beginning? In about an hour and a half. The title might have been a little early, little premature. Okay, I feel like I can do this, right? Fork the defender and the queen. And then just take the defender. Or how about just take a queen? just take a queen. Okay. Queens are good. And if you can capture them with a knight, it's even better. It's even better. But how is your recent 45-45? Yeah, that'll be pretty good timing. I thought it was take and take, cause it's check. Play another game of what legal moves exist. Okay. Maiden 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Very nice. You're the viewer? Not this time. We're gonna be doing some stuff with Mr. Prostitute. Mr. Prostitute. Going over some of his games and then a little bit of Sicilian, I think. Because honestly, I don't know enough about any. I don't know anything about the Dutch, which he's been playing around with. And I don't. His 1e4 game that he sent me. Queen c5 check capture. Jack, king. Wow, that's sick. Oh, wait, this isn't mate? Oh, this is mate. Oh, because then you can just go backwards. Ugh. 45-45 had to be a few hours back. Oh, okay, you blundered a piece. And on the next move, he returned the piece like an honest gentleman. Nice. Nice. You dude, the last time I played, I had too many games. What's my rating in puzzles? 2054 currently. 2054. I had too many games where I accidentally put my queen in the line of fire of a bishop move. And then he moved his king, and then I just took the bishop, and I was like freaking out the whole time. But you know, it worked out okay. It happens sometimes, you know, just happens sometimes. Okay, so we could do the stackies and then just go here. But maybe problem. Wait, what if I do the stacky here? Yeah, I don't know if it's this rook or this rook. I do know that I don't want the queen to get here. So if I go this rook, then he takes here, and I take here. And then, well, okay, if he takes here, I take here. So I think it should be this. Nope, is it this one? No, it's neither. All those ideas are wrong. I need to defend here. Wow, okay. Wowzers. Yeah, my puzzles are not good. Well, if I go here, he goes here, then I just checkmate him. Well, okay, maybe not immediately. Immediately. So what about this way? What about this way? Then he goes here. Wait, no, then he can't go there. Then he goes to the dark squares. Then I can give this check. Then he goes here. Oh, this is getting awkward now. So if I go here, he can go either here or here, right? But probably this one so he can cover up. Or cover up. If I give the check this way, he's got to go. Well, he's got to go here, right? It forces him into one option, right? Here. Here. And then, well, this check is available, but again, he just goes here. Oh, but then this check? No, but then he's wiggling out behind the pawns. Check, king, and there's no checks anywhere in here. There's no check here. So what about this check, huh? And then he goes here. Then I can give this check. This check. And the king has to step up. And then I can deliver the checkmate on this square. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Okay. So this is a check that's kind of wants to get played, and then I go here, and then I go check, and then he goes here, and then I just take his queen. No. Allegedly, it's all bad. Oh, or I can just, checkmate him or whatever. Now what? Now this is mate? Okay. Move him forward, put him out. Okay. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I was looking at this check. Can't be wrong. This check, he moves here. This check he has to take. And then this check. Then it's lights out. Lights off. Right here. Boom. Okay. End game puzzle. Gotta win these. Move. Capture. Capture. Move. I lose. Okay. Move. 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 And then he loses. I like the one where I don't lose. Haha. We're doing it. Okay. Let's see, we got this guy, this guy, this guy. That's a rook. But can I defend in time? Yes, this bishop can achieve the deed. Okay, I guess there's also this. But I can check him away. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh no, I can check him away this way? Yeah. Then he has to go here, here. Okay, it's not either of those ideas. Both wrong. Interesting. God help me. Tough classical game. Oh, just pushes the pawn. That pawn kind of that just like did not register. Yeah, skill strats has it locked down. Check king. Check king. No good. No wait, I can't even take here. Right, the queen chases across the board. And if I take here, he takes like this. However, what if I give this check? Takes, check. King to one of these squares. I don't know how much that actually helps me. takes. Hard to shake and bake. What about rook takes here? Queen takes, rook takes, king takes, king takes. That's just an even. Well, okay, you get 1 pawn, but you're still down 2 pawns. This is not a good way to do it. This is not a good way to do it. This is probably not a good way to do it. This is not a good way to do it. I want like some sort of fork between these 2 rooks, but this is the only square, and that's kind of hard to get to. I could play queen here to threaten the rook and defend. Then maybe he just brings another rook in. Then I'm like, ugh. But then I can give this check. King up this way. There's got to be something there eventually, right? Yeah. It's like the pressure's on you to make something happen. No. It is this one. Oh, but you don't take. Oh, you just take the queen. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I glanced over that plan, but it just didn't. It didn't register. Okay, so he's very close to getting checkmated. Right, he has no escape squares, so if I can deliver 1 check, I win. 1 unstoppable check. Well, I can play captures, 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 and then capture here, and then I win a piece. That's pretty cool. Not cool enough, though. Not cool enough. This one. Oh my god, that's checkmate. Oh my god, that's checkmate. How do you find these? And it's like instant too, it's crazy. This, check, king, up, rook. Check, king, mate. Nope. 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 Okay. That's like all the moves that I could think of. Oh, okay. Wow. Why am I so bad at puzzles? Probably because I rush it. Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the time I don't rush it. A lot of the times I do take my time and try to figure it out, but it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Well, I mean, I could take both rooks for the queen, but this is... I'm going to get mated. Right, queen and knight. Ugh. So what if I just give this check first, and then take all of his rooks? Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay. I guess, like, my tactics, or, like, my puzzle rating is probably, like, way below where it should be for what, like, my game rating is. Which must mean that the only reason why I'm winning games is because of, like, positional ideas. Right? I don't feel like I'm winning games off of tactics very often. Like, all I have is, like, positional ideas. So I need to improve my tactical abilities a little bit more. Is the best way to improve tactical, like I'm just improving tactics? It's just like just spamming puzzles. Is that really the only thing you can do? Okay, so takes, he pushes. I'm not accepting challenges immediately. Viva la Ukraine. I guess, I mean, if you make it unrated, I'll probably play a game. Takes here, queen, lose. Ah, what about this move? Right. No. Hey, what's up, Dormant? Ah, right idea, wrong time. Okay. Dormant, what's your puzzle rating on Lee Chess? I'm interested. 2200-ish? Okay. Mine is like pretty close to my rating. Like my actual rating. Which is weird, right? Hey, what's up, Andy? How have you been, man? I feel like I haven't actually talked to you in a long time. You playing some Overwatch tonight? Sometimes it drops below 2K? Okay. You might play some? Okay. Well, to see when the time comes. It's a good Friday night tradition. Yeah. I'm sure they'll be on. Woodchip's been getting into Overwatch more lately. Me, him, and Apex have been playing comp from time to time. We got Apex's tank is still like silver, which is hilarious, because he's not a silver tank. It's great. It does like drop the SR of the group like pretty hard. You excited to see Overwatch 2 announcement today? Are they actually going to announce it, or are they going to announce that it's like 3 years behind behind schedule? Is that the announcement? They're like, here's the announcement. No Overwatch 2. Cool, Blizzard. Thank you. I'm glad you're finally being honest with us. Overwatch Mobile. Oh my god. That would be pretty good if they did that. It would be pretty funny. It'd be like a super meme. The Super Dream meme. Okay. What, queen here? No. If I just taking, oh, and then this is mate. Yeah. Take and mate. Shake and bake. Okay. So we got the stops, the checks. Gotta stop the Czech Republic here. Oh, what about a Czech block with a check in return? And that's pretty close to mate. Oh my god, is this... Oh, that's not right. Oh well. Okay. See, I've only done like... Okay, how many are in a row? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there's like 20 in a row. Okay. I'll start trying to do like a row a day. Alright, I take here, he takes here. I taking, he taking. How do I make any progress? I can see how to stop his progress, but I don't see how to make progress, right? Because if takes, and then I push this pawn, He has to take here, and then I can stop it all by just playing in front. But I guess he can go here, and then I can't attack any of these pawns because they're all in light squares. And I can't get. Oh, okay. Maybe I can get my king involved over here or something, right? Takes, and then try to kick this guy out. Get here with the attack of the bishop. But that's a long plan. Push the pawn. This one? Oh! Yeah, you're right. Nice. Oh, that's some 2000 theory right there. Okay, I can actually take here because he can't take because of his mate. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. Okay. Now what? He still can't take my rook, but my queen is in jeopardy. There's almost like a takes check, but then king back, and I can't promote in time. Wait, what if I did just push the pawn? I push the pawn, he takes here, and I go check, and he goes king here, then I queen, and then he takes here, I take here, and it's just a trade of pieces in a very fancy way. Oh, the board's chopped. Sorry, I scrolled down to count puzzles. My bad. Thank you for telling me. I mean, this just kind of like locks him in because he can never get out because I get this and this. Right, like takes here. I feel like that'd be like a winning endgame. But I don't think puzzles is going for a. Wait, what about takes? No, you can take with the queen. Also, if king has a take, then you can go check, push. Right, and then queen here. But queen takes is just kind of throwing a wrench in the whole thing. Throwing a Danny wrench in the whole shebang. Well, if I go check here, again, I can't just take because the queen guards the square. What about if I just back it all the way up? Just be like, I'm going to check you here, then run this pawn. Then he's like, okay, fine. I want to take this with check, and then you get mated. True. Okay, let's just take the queen. Let's just take the queen? Seriously? The power of giving up. Okay, so check here seems pretty freaking close to mate. He goes here. Yeah. Okay. There, let's do it now. How much do you think a getting your game reviewed by like a mid diamond, not even mid diamond, by an 1800? What is that worth to the people? I'll pop it in right now. Get your game analyzed. Oh, wait, okay. I know what I did wrong. 3,000? There we go. Yeah, I'm down for that. Why not, right? Okay, channel points. Okay, there we go. It's an option now. Look at that. Asking you shall receive. No, I meant to do that a while ago. Okay, B1 check. Knight B1 check. King here or here. Oh wait, no, only king here. Followed by checkmate with the pawn. Wow. Dormant. On fire. Yeah. I think that's a good amount. Because that's a decent amount of time. So hopefully people... Unless you're Jacob, it's like a significant amount of channel points. Check. King back. Well, I gotta... Okay. It was something goofy. Oh, now this one. Yeah. Yeah, it just like turns into 1,000 points or like 100,000 points of analyzing Jacob's crazy games. It's just like all the first moves are just knight a3 for no reason. No reason at all. Okay, I can go here to threaten the rook. He goes over. Okay, I've successfully completed my one row. I'm done. I'm getting out of here. Denzel, hello. Maybe I can sneak in. Maybe I can sneak in one rapid before. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to get one rated game in. Try to get one rated game in before Prostitute gets here. Or before 5. Which I didn't realize it was so late for like for the Danes. 5 p.m. EST is like crazy. Do I not a lot of it, but hopefully more than the 1100 that I'm no way, dude. No way. What a troll. Should I just abort it now? Should I just abort it now before I lose the rating points? Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, let's attack the center. A rip rating, yep. Did you make a brand new account just to get it like within my rating range? Or am I thinking too highly of myself? He has like a few hundred games on this account. He has a lot of games on this account actually. It just looks like it's an older account. Okay, so I can give this check and force the king backwards, right? Because I'm attacking this square. But I think that might be a little bit premature. I think I kind of want to like develop my pieces a little bit first. C5 is a move that comes to mind, threatening to give this check to keep the king out of this square, right? So this can come with a little bit more oomph. I could also continue with this and try to castle and then try to rip the center open, but... Or I could play knight here and then c5, right? To try to pass a knight to the center of the board in a different direction, and then I could go for like this and this. Yeah, let's try to get this ready. Hey, what's up, Fly? Chess is too complicated. I mean, chess is like is like StarCraft, you know. It's only scary when you're starting, and then once you get going, it becomes even more scary. Okay, well, let's get our bishop or our knight in. But how you doing today, Fly? Okay, that's probably a good move. And by probably, I mean it is. Damn it, he's so good. Even when he just like completely trolls me, he always wins. It's crazy. Okay, what about playing a move like this to support the knight and prepare to open up my queen to come out? It does take away from a nice immediate c5. But, you know, maybe worth it. I could also play this knight over. But then that takes away from my c5 idea. I could also consider e5, actually. But that's not as strong because my queen can't get involved immediately. Doing okay? Trying to learn new builds? No time to do the work? Okay. Are they like more macro or kind of like early game pressure sort of stuff? I mean, I guess builds at your level are kind of like all in course or like all inclusive. 3cc TVP. The 3cc has been like pretty popular, right? As far as like the higher levels go. Okay, so I could play here, but again, I think knight this way is going to be better. Maybe this, and then c5, right? Just do c5 in 2 moves. Like, it feels a little bad, but it's not terrible. Oh. Why does Jacob do this to me? What's going on today? Hey, what's up, Palumbo? Yeah, so I'm gonna lose a game to a viewer who's stream sniping me right now. And then once we get that out of the way, I'm going to try to pass on what little knowledge I have to Mr. Procedude. So that's the plan. Okay, so he wants. Well, I mean, okay, so knight here could be a threat. He's also just looking to develop a little bit. I feel. Okay, so if I play queen a5 immediately, it does put a lot of pressure on him. And then maybe after this in c5, there's actually real pressure here. I think it's a nice way to develop pieces and try to restrict his position as much as possible. I really need to get this bishop active, and I really need to get c5 in. And then once I get all that, I'm chilling here. Tend to act like a knowledge swan today? Okay. 18 MMR is probably like... Okay. Let me think. It's probably like high... Mid to high plat. Yeah. Because 2000 is probably about diamond. And then like 2200, like 2300 is probably about master level. We'll break it down to that. We'll translate to that. So I'm not good is the official stance. He's probably gonna go for like a queen trade idea. Kind of hard for me to stop it. Well, okay, maybe I could play here to open up this. Prepare to get just more stuff. I guess he's also here. Okay, so if I play here and he plays queen here, I could just drop back like this. Then after taking, I could play for e5 to try to break the center after castles. Yeah, that's not terrible. Probably like 1500 USCF. I'd be pretty happy if I was 1500. I would expect myself to be probably lower than that. What's up, Strovex? Yeah, I'd be really happy with 1400 or 1500 USCF. He's doing a good job of creating chaos here. Because I really don't know what he's going for next. He might try to play bishop here and just really try to lock down on this square. Then I might have to play for something like this, and I don't quite get my pawn break like I'd want to. Where are you going for next? I'm guessing bishop c4. Bishop c4 seems like a pretty logical idea. King d3 maybe? That's true. I can't stop king d3. Oh yeah. If you play king d3, I'm probably just busted here, honestly. I wouldn't know how to come back from that. King d3 exclam. Yeah. Exactly. So my thought here is I could play for something like this to just try to really hedgehog. I could also go for this. The knight here and then like bishop here. Just, you know, try to continue to put pressure on the center. So this takes. You know, I'm doing all right there. One thing I do need to be concerned about is my b pawn after a potential capture here. But okay, this is with check if I can get there. So let's get here. Let's get ready for this. The downside is after this, I don't have anywhere to put my queen. So I would have to take him. But okay, that also just drops. That actually just drops everything if he plays queen there. Okay, never mind. Don't worry. Don't. Okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right. Sometimes I come up with bad moves. Most of the time, I come up with bad. Oh my god. Oh. Jacob, why do you do this to me? Okay, I mean, bishop here feels real juicy. But he could always just play e4. And then I'm just kind of out to dry. What about this check? This check, king back to the dark squares. And then I can take here. God damn, Jacob. Why do you troll me so? Okay. So if I go check, he can't block it this way because I go check, king back here, only move, or here I guess. And then I could take here. Takes. And now I have some pretty big pieces in the center. Wait, no. Recalculate that. Bishop f5, e4, knight f4 check. King, if king here. I want there to be some sort of queen move. I could take here, maybe check, king take, or queen takes. Actually kind of a tough position here. Sees the bishop on c1. Oh, that's true. I don't see the bishop on c1. So if check and then this, then I'm just dead. Okay. Well, okay, not necessarily. I can go check here. Check here, king one of these two places. Doesn't help me out a tremendous amount though. Okay, let's just find a normal. What if I just take here? What if I just take your bishop? You take here, okay. And if I give this check first, he goes here. Pretty much when we move. He could step forward, but then I get this check. And he's got to go here. But, okay, it does leave this pawn open. So I have to continue checks or take something. So this check, king goes back. And then what if I just take here? Takes here, takes here. There's not a lot to show for after. Right? Like I come back or something and that's really it. I could play like a more developing idea. Yeah, actually I could play here. Because now I'm threatening to check and then just to take. Yeah, bishop e6. And he's gonna have to take something here. He's gonna have to trade pieces off. Okay. Okay, you guys are giving me lines. Yeah. So what's the idea now? Now, I mean, I could take this way. I could give this check, but again, just e4. I could take with the pawn, but then he gets this, and I cannot allow this. Okay, this is off the table. So if I take with the bishop, he takes with the bishop, I take with the knight, and then I've just traded off a bunch of pieces for absolutely zero reason. If I take here first, then he's got a weird knight move? No, I have that covered. I have weird knight move covered. If I take here first, he could take here with the queen, hit my rook, and threaten to just demolish everything that I've ever known and loved. Okay. Good point, good point. So if I take here, he takes here. But there's no sort of checking kind of follow-up, right? I can't give this check. I could play here to force... Well, no, he just takes my rook and then everything dies. God damn it, Jacob. It's like the most tilting thing when people play like this and then just still crush you. Like, it's so tilting. I have to take here. And then I have to take with the pawn because I can't allow him to get here. Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so annoying. If I would have castled, I would have been fine. If I could have got like one extra move in the castle. Then I have to take this way. And now we just have a goddamn symmetrical pawn structure, even pieces, no imbalances. We're close to the very, like, we're already, like, boiling down to an end game. I'm down significant, like 10 minutes on time. His king position doesn't matter anymore because I don't have any pieces. Tilting. Tilting. Proper Jacob position. It's true. It's true. Tilting. Okay. Should I just castle? I should probably just castle. Let's just castle. Okay. Maybe I can set up my knight on this square. At least temporarily. Also, you know, I can start looking at putting a rook on these files. Probably just play e6 eventually just to shore up the center. Get your king up in the endgame. Well, okay, it doesn't matter from like an attacking. Oh my god, and now he's giving me time. Oh my god. Hard flex. Hard flex from the Jacob Meister. Okay, so king. Okay, I mean, I guess some development with tempo. I mean, it's not nothing here. Okay. Tilting. Tilting. The knight might actually be better than the bishop here. I don't know if I necessarily want to take this. Right, because I could come back to target this pawn. Because the pawn's a little awkward, for sure. Okay, so how do we stop him from progressing here? Well, I could try it. No, I can't quite break the center yet. He's got everything there. I can't abandon this pawn. So maybe I just go like rook over and then this, and then if he pushes, I can go here and then just come back, and it's really hard for him to defend without, you know, dancing around too much. So let's get to the open file. First things first. Okay. That's gonna start probably in about 40 minutes, or like whenever he's ready after this game. I can't believe Jacob sniped me. I mean, I can't believe it because that's, you know, it's like the most Jacob thing to do. You're ready? Okay, okay. And we'll start right after this game. I'll try to untilt a little bit, so you know, to try and not get like too angry coach at you. Okay. Yeah, I can try to remaneuver to this square. So let's hit this. You want to see who gifted you the sub? I think it was Prostitute, if I remember correctly. It was either Prostitute or Dalton Blaze. But I'm pretty sure it was Prostitute. Yeah. So, well, you know what? I could take. Because if taking... I could also push, and then just try to outright win the pawn. Because you can't go here because I take this pawn. So let's push it. Let's push it, and then we bring the knight back to fork these two pawns. It's gonna be hard for him to defend, and now that frees up some supply here. I can move this rook away because these pawns are secure. For now. Prost it. do tell the coaches shout their students? Yeah. Only if you make a mistake. So you know, not super likely. Okay. So now we just double up on the bubble up. We attack this weak pawn, and we get prepared to just crush the C file. Okay, okay. No, I'll try to be I don't shout when you coach a game, but I can be very blunt. Yeah, I'm just like, dude, that sucked. I don't think he's gonna do a webcam. Uh-oh. Or to get crushed on the C file. Kappa. Nah, dude. You can't touch the C file. Can't touch the C file, dog. Honestly, it's been a good game. Like, it's been a pretty combative game. Even though Jacob's like put his king in the center of the board and I couldn't figure out how to do it. This like late middle game, end game kind of stuff, like these positions have been a lot of fun to try to work out. I think I'm starting to gain an advantage. I could be completely wrong, but I think I'm starting to gain an advantage here. Just because of how like the squares this knight can jump to, and then I'm getting my rooks active first. Right. I want this stuff. Playing b3 was nice to keep my knight out of this square and just, you know, completely winning. With the mighty talks. Save some for post-match analysis. Yeah, we'll get there eventually. I'm just covering the broad strokes. Okay, so he goes for this. He goes for this. And my plan... Well, I thought I had a plan. No, my plan was to get here and keep, like, eternal pressure. But the problem is he's going to run this pawn. But I can stop it by playing here. And just completely gum up the entire queen side of the board. Which isn't to my benefit, honestly. And it'll take me about 3 years to get this bishop to attack this pawn. Right, like this. Okay, so he plays here to stop the knight from being able to attack this guy. And also control this square. Without having to move his king. So I think I can go for this plan. And only move my knight when I have to. Okay, his knight does have a powerful square, though. His knight does have powerful squares. I want this and this. But I also want to play f6 to deny his knight from expanding at all. Okay. God. Wait, what if I take, and then shake and bake here? Because he can't actually defend this pawn. I do win the pawn, but this becomes a little looser, right? And he wants to get this idea in. And it's hard for me to stop it. I have to... He probably goes immediately. Well, I guess I can just take. And he can't actually infiltrate. Well, he can. But I could stop him with the bishop. So after I take this, well, we'll see where his king commits to. But it does weaken this entire pawn chain by taking the base pawn here. I'm getting some candy. Be back in a sec. Okay, Jacob. Dude. He does such a good job of flexing on his opponents. He's like, dude, I'm gonna need some celebration candy. Let me go grab that real quick. You don't mind waiting a couple minutes, do you? Okay. Can I just resign now? I mean, you can if you want to. Weird flex, but okay. I mean, this pawn is like the threat, but I think I can waddle my king over, and I'll be chill. Wait, you're playing your coach? I'm playing Harry's coach. I'm playing Harry's coach right now. And Jacob is flexing on me, like Samson on those pillars. Jacob coaches? Here and there, yeah. He taught me how to play atomic chess. Pretty well. Like, his lesson was very good. I just didn't remember most of it because, you know, atomic chess. But no, he knows his stuff. Wait, Jacob coaches Quag? Really? It's more that you keep bothering for tips, yeah. I'm missing out if you don't plan your opponent's moves as well. I forgot you and Coagulon are similar. I guess. I mean, my hair's a little bit less blue. But we both have beards and glasses, and we play chess sometimes. Those are some similarities. Okay. Man, how far away is this candy? Did he have to like go to the grocery store? Do you have to like... Does he have to like make his own candy? I guess he just like in the kitchen right now, just like boiling some sugar. Okay, no, he's going to make a move. Okay. So my plan is to try to attack this pawn now. We're both 5'12". You mean 6 feet tall? Okay, if I go here, where's this knight looking? Oh, I'm gonna kick him like right away. Ah, he wants this. Okay, so this knight here, right? To get at these squares. This knight here, bishop here, and then well I kick his knight, which the knight could go here and cut, and well okay, no, because it still doesn't cut my king waddle. I think this is okay. I think we're still coming up with plans here. Still making plans. So let's create some pressure. This bishop's not doing anything else, so might as well do something useful. I also could have considered taking this knight, which, you know, I probably should have at least considered it. I could also consider moving this knight in a manner like this to try to get the fork down on these pawns if he plays here. Actually, that's a good idea. If he goes here, maybe I go knight here. No, because I can't play here. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So kind of my idea was to play like this. Which limits the knight's movement and also allows my king to start a waddle. Because I have to get my king involved at this point, of course. The downside is it does give me a couple weak pawns that I'm tied to. Is very well defended for now. But eventually it will become a little bit more difficult. Okay, so I don't care if he takes. I'm just waddling my king this way. That's it. That's my whole plan. That's my whole plan. Bad plan. Okay. I kind of forgot that pawn was hanging. Or I just didn't see that pawn was hanging. So now I have to take here. This knight's a little bit in trouble. No, it's fine. Okay. So he has a passed pawn. I don't. Oh. I did not see this. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. I go here. Well, okay, you can't go here. It's an awkward position for the knight, but I think I can worm out of it before anything terrible happens to me. Oh my god. He's so good. Who finds this? I mean, you know, people that are good at the game, but whatever. Okay, so I can go here. And then if he takes me, I leave. If he takes here, I can take here, right? Just trying to like eke some pawns out of them and trying to give myself some chances. Because I am going down a knight no matter what. I can't stop it. I gotta try to create some chances for myself. My pawns are very split. But I do have pass pawns. I do have a somewhat active king. And my pieces are decently centralized. Okay. So if I can trade off all the pawns, it's kind of a draw. Oh, that's very nice. I had to take with the bishop. Very nice. Very nice move. Okay. So let's step to the center. My goal is to get this way. And also keep the option of promoting this pawn open. He's going to get this pawn eventually. I can try to like move it away from him, but he's going to get it eventually. If I go here, check, king here. Okay. So do I want his knight? Actually, okay, check, king here. And then I could play here to be like really annoying. I don't know how annoying that is. Check, king here. Move the pawn, knight here. Currently his king's cut. So what if I go here first, knight here? What if I go here? Hey, Nimblizzo. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, big blunder. Big blunder's coming through. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can think my way out of this one. The extra knight is pretty strong here. I could, you know, try to go for this stuff. But it doesn't work. I can't. Okay. This I can all ignore unless I can win these pawns. Check. Okay. Check, king up. This here. And the problem is I can't work my way around like this. What if I do that now? What if I go here and then try to run it? King here, he takes this. King here, I push this. And then knight here stops the pawn for promoting, and then he just runs this guy. But king takes. Wait, what if I play this first, and then he plays here, and then I play here? No, then he plays here, and oh my god, dude, the flexes. He's just adding more time. Okay, if I play here first, he plays here, attacks the pawn. I play king here, he plays king here, and I just well, okay, I can get here, and then I'm working at these two connected passers. Okay, I think that's my best shot. This is my best shot. This is like the best plan I can come up with. It's not a good plan. It's not a winning plan, but it is a plan. Because I divert the knight enough for me to get this idea rolling at the same time. How's the candy, Jacob? Fuck a pawn, win the game. Yeah. This guy's gotta die. He's gotta. Okay, you guys can't see the chat, but it's just like 3 pages of plus 15 seconds. Some licorice? No way, dude. I was gonna guess licorice. Dude, licorice is pretty good. Actually, yeah, just this. Okay, this. And I can't stop it. Man. this, taking here, but it's too many moves. It's too many moves. Good game. Good game. Damn, I tried so hard to worm out of this end game. It's the hormones running wild. What? So confused. Alright, takes here. King back. Here. I can't even push here because then he just like checkmates me. Damn it. Should I resign? Yes. Am I going to resign? Absolutely not. Here, and then my king is just trapped. Let's go here. Good game. I don't want to admit it, but good game. At least it only took like 4 points from him because he is like 100 rating higher than me. Holy crap. Tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, I was always losing. Whoops. Oh my god. No, we played a pretty good game. Jacob, I was completely winning at one point. It was -5. I had to find this move. This move. What's the line? King here, and then I take here, takes here. That's what I did wrong. Because you preserve more pieces on the board and your attack's stronger. And wow, like black is just so much more developed here. But instead of doing that, I traded off fucking everything. And now there's just not an attack. It's a dead even game here. It's a dead even game. And then I try to gain some sort of an advantage in this end game. Black is slightly better. Black is actually, yeah, black is slightly better here. It's -1. Oh, snap. Okay, okay. I see you, Termix. I see you. Let me find the thing. Boom. You're in, dog. Welcome. Welcome to the VIP squad. Okay. So I went wrong here. This is a wrong approach. Okay, the game's dead even. Ah, yeah, just take. Right, because I missed that he was on this pawn. Right, I just straight up missed that. But this also looks a little scary, right? To try to stop these guys from like crashing in. But okay, I guess the king just runs up here, and then you try to use your majority to create a pass pawn on the other side. Oh, this is kind of a sick idea. To try to bait this. And then okay, you just start pushing these guys. The king eventually waddles in this way. Yeah, the king just waddles. Then you try to make a break here. And get this bishop active. Oh wow. Like this is so scary. Okay, so that's a whole big long line of lines or of moves that I probably don't find. Okay, let's go back and look at the other blunders that I made. Okay, so this is the first one. This one I made a blunder. So I should have taken with the pawn here. What did I play? No, I took with the pawn. Oh, I should have taken this bishop first. But I was so worried about all this. But you just castle and go like whatever, dude. That's so scary though. Wait, am I? I'm not even up a piece or anything. It's just his king's in the center, and I should find a checkmate. Dude, that's so scary. This is what I was. This is what I was like afraid of. That's why I didn't take the bishop. No, you're not. You're not sorry, Jacob. Get out of here. You did get plus 29 off of that though, so that's pretty cool. Okay. No, you're not. you don't get to stream snipe and then be sorry about it. I need to lose some? Yeah, so you can get back down to my level? Okay. Anyways. Moving on. Okay. Prostitute. Hey, what's goody? You ready? You ready for the things? I guess I should have asked, are you cool with the Discord call? Or do you want me to just like to talk at you? Yeah. We can just go to we'll go to the analyzation analyzation channel. So that way it's a maximum of 2. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man.
It's good to hear your voice.
Yeah, indeed. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
After so many messages I wrote to you in chat, finally I get to speak to you straight and tell you all of the things I've been thinking about. For instance, we all in the chat, we all kind of knew you were a nerd. Let's just be honest.
True.
But some time ago you talked about how you were a D&D player for such a long time, and I thought, okay, he's on the highest level of nerdage possible, so he's bound to be a very, very good chess coach.
Yeah, the highest point of existence of nerdom.
Yes,
That's
indeed.
that's where I exist. But yeah, okay.
Glad... Thanks so much for doing this.
Of course, yeah. You've been in chat for such a long time. So like why not, right? Like I enjoy doing it. I hope this is at least somewhat, educational for you.
Yeah, and if not, at least it will be entertaining for the people watching this.
Hopefully. But okay.
For sure.
So I looked at your games a little bit before we started, or before today. But let's go through them. I don't know anything about the Dutch. I don't even know how to play against the Dutch as white, even though I'm a 1d4 player. So I can't help you out too much there. I think it's perfectly fine if you want to learn the Dutch.
Yeah, so just to tell you why I learned the Dutch. So I am Dutch, although I don't live in the Netherlands. And I heard about the Dutch defense 3 weeks ago, and I thought, well, it's kind of a duty for me to learn it, and this is the only theory that I looked into somewhat deeply. I do know some lines within the Sicilian. Most of them don't work very well. I know the fried liver attack. I've once tried to learn the one that I forgot the name, but the one that Eric Rosen always uses.
The London?
The Stafford Gambit.
Oh, okay.
I once tried to learn the Stafford Gambit. I tried it once. It was a game against Thinker Teacher. I lost pretty brutally, and I never looked at it again. So this is actually all of the theory that I know, that I've just told you.
Okay. So it sounds like you've dabbled around a little bit. Have you kind of like decided if you like more like aggressive openings, or if you play like a little bit back and just like wait for your opponent to make mistakes, play more solidly? Have you kind of like found yourself gravitating towards one or the other yet?
Let me put it this way. What I used to do, and what I mean by used to, I just started just a few months ago playing it seriously.
Mm.
So I tried to put a bazooka on my shoulder and then just aim it at an opponent. And usually that kind of tactic doesn't work. So what I want to learn from you is how to get a sneak attack in. So how to be prepared
Mm.
when you start attacking. Also have all of the pieces aligned, so your attack doesn't stop after the first threat is dealt with.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So my like initial ideas behind that is to okay. So Daniel Nardisky always says something. He says attacks you prepare slow and attack fast, right? So by preparing slow, you're getting all of your pieces developed, you're controlling the center, you're hitting these like these big opening ideas. And once you
Hmm.
start doing that well, your attacks become so much easier because you go like, okay, my opponent made a mistake, and you can capitalize on it, and all your pieces are there ready to come into the game because they're all positioned nicely generally, and you can kind of get attacks going based off of that. So
Okay.
to be able to get those big attacks, it's just getting some of those opening principles will help you out a lot. And
Okay.
I see that like most of your games are kind of decided like by tactics right now. It's kind of like like one side or the other makes a pretty big blunder, and then you can recover from it because even at like my games in like 1800, nobody's perfect, right? And there's always a chance to come back. Um,
I only play and see openings when I see opponents blunder. So that's my way of winning games right now.
yeah, tactics are crazy important. So puzzles and stuff to get those like tactical ideas kind of in your head. Okay,
Okay.
so 1d4, you play f5, right? The Dutch, and I'm just going to assume that these moves are good. I guess I can pop open the opening book. Do you
Sure.
know about that
Sure.
feature?
No, actually not.
Okay, so if you go to analysis, in the bottom left hand corner of kind of like where the moves are, there's like a little
Hmm.
book, and if you click on that, it'll show you like what the most common move is next. So it kind of gives you a good like indicator of like which direction or like what good moves can be played in different opening ideas.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like the main line. Okay, so yeah, knight f6, e3 main line, and then it looks like the main line here is this. Um, but it looks like you can also play g6, d6. So like any of these, oops, any of these three moves, not that this
Yeah.
look like they're good. Um, and
Just
you can see my arrows, right? You're in the study.
okay. So the opening book is there to give you new ideas. To be completely clear, when I play the Dutch, I usually just play f5, g3, then bishop to g2, and
Hmm.
knight to g6. Sorry, f6, and then castle. And those moves, maybe sometimes I switch around those moves, but those are the first moves that I play every time I play this position.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty solid. I mean, it's like a King's
Like this
Indian, but
position,
with
like yeah,
f5. But
yeah,
okay, this is like your goal, like where to get to. Okay,
yeah.
so I mean, yeah, like it's good, right? Like you control squares all like indirectly in the center, right? You control e5 with your f pawn. You get good development. You get castled early. These are all good things. And let's see how your opponent is playing like a Jobava London system. Um,
Hmm.
with the bishop on f4, and then this stuff, and then the knight here is a Jobava. Or you can also play c3 with the knight behind,
Yeah.
but the details don't matter too much. It's more about
I've actually never looked at analysis in depth of my positions, but in this position, am I ahead or behind, or is this still an equal position?
it's probably just even. Yeah, it's +2 or +0.2 +0.2. So
Okay.
white has a natural advantage because they go first. So if it's anywhere around like 0.5 or like if it's anywhere like less than point and then 1 in either direction, it's pretty much an even game. It's like slight advantages. It's all that really is. And even like if it's 0-0, it doesn't mean it's a draw. It just means that both sides have equal chances of winning the game. Yeah. So that's kind of like one way you can use the computer. Okay, so castles, queen e8, trying to get onto the like control some light squares. Okay, let's see. So I think maybe trying to develop your pieces here as before you move the queen might be a better idea.
Let me tell the logic behind queen e8 is I want to push the e pawn to e5, and to prepare it, I moved my queen.
So maybe instead of moving the queen over, because I like the idea, right? You're trying to break in the center. You're trying to go here and here and just win the game, right?
Yeah.
So instead of moving the queen over, what if we play knight here instead? Because now you're supporting either of these two pawn breaks. You develop another piece, and okay, it's a little awkward because you put your knight in front of your bishop. Yeah, Jacob's also saying, and why not rook to e8? If you're also looking for that idea. So if you want to strengthen that idea even more, you can bring this rook in, this knight's here. Everybody's kind of playing. And you kind of keep your queen in reserve to kind of see like which way the game develops. Because your queen is the heavy hitter, right? And you don't really want to deploy it to the wrong side or like the wrong area of the board too early, because you don't know like where the game or the direction the game is going. So that's kind of why you develop your pieces first, and then your queen kind of goes where you need it after you kind of figure out what that is.
Okay.
But yeah, like both sides here are developing. Like he's just going for like the typical London play, because like that's one thing about the London is you just like ignore what your opponent's doing and you just like play the same 15 moves every single game, which is good for winning games early, but you don't understand like the principles. Like that's like the downside. Okay. Oh, so you do eventually you do play this move next. Okay.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, so that's good. That's good. I guess I should have clicked a little bit further. Okay, so knight g4, again preparing this e5 push. Let's see, why not e5 right away? What happens if we play this right away?
Yeah, maybe that would be a better continuation.
That way, because you're really you're just threatening to win the game here, right? Because if he backs up, you just go, aha.
Yeah, then
he's in trouble. Which the queen on e8 does work there. Okay, so I like this so far. The only differences is maybe rook e8, and then like what did he do? He made a random move, and then this, right? Preparing this and keeping the queen open to potentially go to either side of the board, depending on like where you want it. And you can also think about doubling on the file if you eventually want that.
Okay.
Okay. Here. He goes here. You play your move. He backs it up, and now our tactic doesn't work because our knight's hanging. Right, so he's gonna take here, and then, okay. So, oops. So he allows the tactic doesn't work because he can just take here, and then after you take here, never mind. Wait, yeah, then he takes here, and then it's real bad, right? Because he's hitting your queen, and this is another drawback of putting your queen on the file like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I see.
Who says it doesn't work? I'm pretty sure this doesn't work. Jacob's yelling at me. He's telling me I'm bad at chess.
Just by the way, I'm really glad you're no longer tilted and not shouting at me for making all of these terrible moves.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm only mad at Jacob. I see you, Jacob. No, I'm not actually mad. Okay, so takes. Okay, maybe it does work. Maybe it does still work. Okay. Let's see. And is that how it went in the game? Yeah. No, okay. So he plays like this. And so you have your it's at minus 4.4 right now is the evaluation, which is clearly like winning, or like it's like a winning position.
Yes.
You guys are blind to bishop c4. I don't know. Apparently bishop c4 at some point. Oh, to try to sauce a check in. Okay. Wait, does that work? Apparently white's better here. Yeah, because he escapes this tactic by delivering a fork, or he escapes the fork by delivering a check. Okay. So white could have taken advantage there, but it's a pretty hard move to find, and I feel like when you see this pawn move as white, you're just like, oh my god, I'm dead. Right? It's just a pawn fork and I lose. But always look for checks. For checks, or for like if you can like use this piece to attack a queen or a rook, generally a queen or a king. But just anything that's higher value that you can escape, or if you can like move this and make a different threat, right? It's like Levy's like danger levels, right? So like this danger is he's attacking two pieces, but a check is stronger than a pawn attacking a piece. So now you have to move your king, and now you can just move this guy away, right? So
Okay.
just kind of like always looking like that, like, oh man, like is this actually like a good tactic, or can I get out of it? Okay, so he takes, rook here, drop the knight back, right? Get it out of from under attack. And yeah, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good for us, right? We got a piece up, we got a big pawn that's kind of like restricting his whole position. Our position is fairly solid, right? Like it's hard for him to get to these light squares because when you play f5, this diagonal is always going to be weak. So that's always going to be something to look out for.
Okay, so maybe it would be a good waiting move whenever I need to play a waiting move to make a move king to h8.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. There are some Sicilian lines. Could you often play f5 in Sicilian too? There's a couple lines where you do want to get this king evacuated from the diagonal, and it's pretty safe here, right?
Okay.
So yeah, definitely something to have in your mind. It's a pretty GM move, as the kids call it. So.
As
Okay.
long as I can make them fear me.
Exactly. That's all you really need. Okay, so this move, I see that. All right, you're trying to trade the knights. Okay, let's see how this ends. Okay, but he does get this extra pawn attack. Okay,
Yeah,
and now he's kind of
drop the pawn.
he's coming at you now. Yeah, now we're back to an even game.
Yeah, this is
White has this completely solid center, some good space on the queen side, right? You can keep expanding this way. And now your pieces are feeling a little trapped. And he's also on this rook, right? This bishop's not really doing much. There's no more pawn breaks. And he's just up a lot of pawns. Okay. Trying to think. Okay, it's hard, right? Because he gets like a discovered attack on this rook, and he's also right. So like if you try something like this, oh, it can also just come back and hit your queen. Yeah, it's tough. There's a lot of holes, but it's fine. That's fine. Right, like right now, like what we ought to be working on is just developing pieces, getting your king to safety, just kind of like these more general principles, like, and you know, getting a little bit more comfortable with the opening, because
yeah.
Really, like every game is going to be decided by a tactic at some point, right? Like somebody's going to drop a piece or like miss checkmate.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
by getting your pieces in like better positions, you give yourself better opportunities. And he misses that this isn't checkmate, but it's still completely winning. He's up 2 exchanges.
Yeah.
But okay, all right. So yeah, that's that game. So okay, so for the Dutch, I like this rollout, right? This is good, and then the castle. So the only thing to kind of change is moving this rook here instead of the queen.
Yeah, or the knight first.
Or the knight first, yeah. Either way to try to support this break, because going for the break in the center, I think is the right plan. But just getting the right pieces developed is going to help you out a lot. Okay,
Okay.
let's go to the
Okay.
next game.
Great advice. Thanks.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully it works. Like I don't know any opening theory for the Dutch, but I mean it looks generally good. And like opening theory isn't like the biggest thing for you yet. It's not like the mandatory hurdle to get over
Yeah.
because your opponent's not going to know a lot of opening theory either. So even if like you know like 3 lines to like 20 moves, the likelihood of like a 1,000 player to play the correct 12 moves or 15 moves or whatever is not going to be very high. So like it's more about just like getting some decent rollouts in the beginning and then kind of building off of that. Okay. Gotham does a bit
Okay.
on the Dutch? Okay, yeah. Super VIP for 100k? I don't know. Okay, so you play the Accelerated Dragon Sicilian, or the Dragon Sicilian. This is a great opening. Everything's
Okay.
good here.
Thanks. I kind of knew that by intuition.
Yeah. Like I mean, I'm a big fan of the Sicilian myself. I played a lot. So again, like we can use this opening book. So before we move this knight out, it looks like we're gonna want to make a pawn move. Either a6 or e6. E6 to try to start getting at this center. And then the point of a6 is to stop this knight from coming in ever, and also get ready to like expand here. So you can go for either play. It looks like they're both pretty good. I mean, they're both pretty equal. So okay, so this he plays here, you play here, right? The typical, and then he just misses that you can just take his pawn, and then he misses that you can also just take his bishop. So that's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty good opening if you can just win a pawn and a bishop by like move 9, right? Okay, so let's see. He is threatening checkmate. Let's see how you defend it. Castles, perfect, right? 2 attackers, 2 defenders. Good way to shut that down. He brings his queen in here. You take control of the center. Great. Open up the attack here. He moves over. You push it again. And he checkmates you. Okay.
So this is something that happens a lot with me. I get into a great position, and then I attack a piece which they move, but I don't see the threat that they have by moving that piece.
Yeah. So whenever
this is the prostitute special. This you see right here.
It's okay. I've blundered checkmate and won many a times. So whenever your opponent makes a move, especially like if it's a queen and a knight around your king, so like the queen and knight is one of the most powerful checkmating combinations in the game, right? These 2 pieces work together very well to checkmate kings. So whenever your opponent makes a move, and it's really tempting because you're like, oh man, like I'm so far ahead here, like I'm getting my pieces out, like I'm kicking them out of the center. Is really tempting to like just kind of ignore them because you're like, oh my god, this guy's trash. I'm just gonna crush him, and then he just like sets up a little trick, and then that's it, right? You can stop this many different ways, right? You can play here. You can play. Well, I think the computer recommendation was to like move this knight back or something, right, to defend here. I don't know, but there's you can also play F or H5, H6. Pretty much anything to keep the queen and the knight away from attacking the square. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's that game. Good opening. Good opening, right? You won a piece. You saw what was being attacked, like what you could take. And this is a very common move, right? When they push here, to do this little shindig. Especially with this bishop here, right? It's just impossible, right? Even like a rook over doesn't help you because you just take.
Yeah, I think I was kind of lucky that G4 was the only forward move for my knight that I had left. So I didn't want to move it backwards. So I kind of stumbled into that tactic.
Yeah, and this is something that will happen. This is a very common theme. Like I think I played a game a couple days ago where I did this to get to somebody.
Okay.
But yeah, okay. So good opening. And a lot of the times, like right, you can play like any of these moves. I don't know how big of a deal it is, really. So kind of like typical ideas that you can work towards here is okay. So you come out, so you can go for a queenside expansion. This is a typical idea, right? With like you can put your bishop in here and it hits the diagonal. You can just make this super solid, and then you just kind of like end up. Okay, let's make some moves for white. All right, like let's. I don't know, if white just does this sort of stuff. Well, okay. So you can like play this move to defend the c5 pawn, and it's a little difficult for him to push here. Okay, what are some other moves? So like sometimes he'll try to trade this queen. So okay, this might be like a little bit too I don't want to say like advanced, but like an idea that you don't have to worry about yet.
You really don't have to worry about saying advanced, too advanced to me. Just give it to me straight, man.
Okay, so the kind of like idea is, so a lot of the times white will go for this bishop because this is an important bishop, right? This is like the defender of your king. But if you have a pawn on e7, it's not as important, right? So if he wants to spend time making these moves, okay, well now I gotta like figure something out. But anyways, like this queenside expansion is good. Let me make a random move. Don't play this. But I'm just trying to make a point. So if he plays here, you don't have to take this bishop. You can just let him take. But the point of having this pawn here is you defend the critical square of f6, so it's hard for him to get a knight in to attack you.
Okay.
So if he's going for your fianchetto bishop and you have a pawn on e7, you don't have to worry about it too much. Okay. That's it. That's the whole point.
As a general rule, if you have a fianchetto bishop with your king behind it and they attack it with their same color bishop, don't take.
Yeah, you don't have to. If there's like a tactic where you can like draw the queen away and then take, obviously there's going to be exceptions to the rule. But if you have a pawn here, and then this structure, you're fine. You can focus on like queen side, however you want to play it. But okay. I think so. Okay, we'll probably come back to the Sicilian.
Yeah, I have some questions about the Sicilian.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you.
Okay. Well, okay. You know what? We're here now, so we might as well.
Yeah, just when I start, I respond to e4 with c5, and then a move I encounter very regularly is c3, and
yeah,
I really don't know when they play c3 right now. What is the best move to play in this position? Because usually I play just knight to c6, and then they attack my pawn. Is it better to defend the pawn straight away?
So this is called the Alpin Sicilian.
Okay.
And the best move here is d5. You just
D5.
immediately attack his center.
Okay.
Because what's the downside of putting a pawn on c3? Well, you can't put a knight on c3, and a knight on c3 is a good square for the knight, right? It's the natural developing square for the knight. So if he takes it, you take with your queen. He plays here, you play here, and you carry on. You don't want to take his pawn. That's an important bit, right? Because like he plays here. So the reason why you don't want to take here is because he can recapture with this pawn, and like what was the whole point is he can't play c3, but now he can, or he can't play knight c3, but now he can. So you can always just let it let that pawn tension just kind of hang out, and you can play a couple different ways here. You can play either e6 and to develop your bishop on this diagonal. You can also play g6 to fianchetto your bishop like you normally would in the accelerated dragon.
Okay.
But again, from here, it's just kind of like standard, like developing kind of ideas, right? Get your king out of the center, get your pieces developed, sort of stuff. And again, you have the pawn on e7, which can become a weakness. You got to be careful of it. But yeah, d5 is the.
Okay, I never would have guessed
Yeah,
d5. It seemed
it's kind
way
of a
too
scary
aggressive.
one to make. Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Um, you can. So as Garlic Twitch was talking about, they can play the knight here also, which is called the closed Sicilian. Or have you actually gotten an open Sicilian yet?
I don't even know what that looks like. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't.
So after this, they play here.
Yes, I've encountered that. And then usually I take the pawn on d4, and then they retake with their knight. And then I usually don't take their knight. I just play on, and I play, for instance, g6 and try to fianchetto.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So like knight here, you just play here,
Yeah.
then here, and like this. Okay. Um, it's definitely like the yeah. Again, it just falls onto like the yeah. Jacob says excellent.
Ah,
Yeah,
thanks,
that's
Jacob. Jacob.
like this is always a way to play, right? And I think you probably have to throw ace. I don't maybe you don't. Bishop c4, castles, bishop b3, and then you can play d6. And this is just kind of nice, solid. You're getting your pieces out, one way or another,
Okay.
and then you just go on from there. Okay,
Uh, I
I like
just
that.
wanted to say very shortly to chat if there's any really special secret things that you want to say, but you don't want Mustard to know because you want to use it against him, just type it in chat in either Dutch or French or German, and we'll go along like that.
Yeah, yeah. If you wanna tell Mr. Prost to do something, but you don't want to hurt my feelings, you can just DM him. Okay, all right, all right. I guess
Sorry, man. No,
one.
but no,
No,
but
you're
this
good.
this so actually I have been playing this the Open Sicilian
Mhm.
the way you would play it as well.
I take it in a slightly different direction. Um, I play. So if they play, okay, here, here, right? Okay, well actually, yeah. I had to think for a second. And then I play knight out like this, and then when they bring their second knight out, I play e5. This is called the Sveshnikov variation,
E5, okay.
and there's a bucket load of theory that goes with this. Because this knight can literally go to any of these squares, and they all have different ideas. Like, it's a lot.
Okay.
They usually end up in very like aggressive positions. Um, Sometimes like for black the best ideas like you end up sacrificing like all of your queenside pawns to try to get a kingside attack. Like they're all very aggressive games. Like the main line is here. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I can teach you some of that if you want to learn some of that. But there's nothing wrong with playing how you've been playing it with like the dragon.
Well, I would prefer if you could just keep it to the lines that won't take it into such a territory that they can take 5 different lines, and then you need to remember all of the things for those 5 lines.
Yeah. That's kind of like why it's more important to get like the general ideas of how to develop your pieces. Like that's really what you got to worry about at this point. I don't want to take you into the weeds, sort of say of Sicilian theory yet. Um,
Yeah, we can do that one next year, the E5 move.
yeah. We'll get that eventually. But yeah, like the Dragon Sicilian, like obviously, like if you look at that opening book, like 2,394 master level players have played this way. So, like if it's
Okay,
if it's good enough for GMs, I'm pretty sure it's going to be good enough for everybody else.
absolutely.
Um, okay, so that's a little bit Sicilian stuff and that game. Okay, so now you have the white pieces. This is First game that I've seen from the white side. So let's see. Oops, I don't want that. Let's see what we do. E4, E5, knights. Okay, this is going towards like an Italian game, I think is the.
Yeah, this is the setup you need for the fried liver. And when I see a move like knight a5, I suspect that my fried liver won't work. And apparently there's an opening called, I think it's called Gioco Piano. And sometimes I stumble into that. But actually, for white, I don't know any theory at all. I just play e5 and then try to make something happen.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on 1e4 theory too. Um, Unfortunately, I can't super help you out a lot with the 1e4 stuff, but like we can talk kind of about like general opening principles again, like just kind of like trying to get you to like a good point where you can get your pieces out and play a game from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so back it up, right? Defend, takes, right? Takes towards the center. Taking with a pawn towards the center is the general rule, because
Okay.
a pawn controls two squares if it's not on the edge, and it only controls one square if it's on the edge. And also pawns in the center are just better.
Okay.
But okay.
Yeah, is it a general rule that you want to have your pieces mostly in the center and not on the edges, or facing the center?
Yeah, exactly. So okay. So if we put a knight, okay, I'm just gonna make like random moves, right? Just for a second. If we put a knight in the exact like in the center of the board, it controls 8 squares. So and by being in the center, it can get to either side of the board very quickly, right?
Yeah.
Opposed to a knight that's on the edge of the board. First off, you only control 4 squares, and you can really only get towards like one direction of the board, but like not that close of it. So just by like a geometrical standpoint, a knight or a bishop, generally knights are better in the exact center of the board. Same thing with like a finchettoed bishop, right? You're controlling a lot more squares. And by okay, so like having a bishop in the exact center, yes, you do control more squares, but bishops are generally better as like long range pieces.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of like why you want pieces in the center of the board, and like even in end games, right? The like you could by being able to go to either side, it just gives you more rooms for tactics, and like when you have your pieces in the center and like I'm gonna go for a kingside attack, you can transition all of your pieces over to the king side way faster if they're in the middle of the board than if all of your pieces are over on the queen side of the board, right?
Okay, makes sense.
It's just more flexible. Okay. Yeah, he's getting his queen out very early, and this is a mistake of like beginner players is they want to get their queen out right away because it's the most powerful piece, and they feel like they can beat their opponents down with it. But it's generally not a good idea because exactly what you showed here is, dude, I'm just going to attack your queen with a piece and get developed. And what are you going to do about it? And I'm just going to attack your queen again and take the center. Yeah, okay. So like whenever you push a pawn like this pawn structure is now like a closed pawn center. Which are you familiar with the idea of a pawn break?
Yeah, I know what a pawn break means.
Okay.
You attack a pawn with another pawn.
Right. So there's a pawn break here. There could also be a pawn break here. It's where yeah, exactly. Like you can change the structure with using your pawns. You can change the pawn structure with pawns. Okay. So by going here, it just eliminates like one idea. But I don't think pushing here is bad, right? There's a lot of openings where you end up in this structure. Okay.
Okay.
Takes, castle, good. Goes here, castles. Okay, yeah. Do you normally play h3?
H3 was to make sure the knight didn't come any closer.
Yeah. So the knight is always a concern, but h3 is also good to stop the bishop from pinning your knight in this situation. So yeah, I think h3 is good here. It's a very situational move. It's not something that you want to play all the time, but I think in this case you nailed the reasoning behind why you'd want to play it. Yeah.
I just saw the Jacob approved stamp coming as well. So,
it's always good to get that. If you can get the Jacob approved. Ooh, you're going for a rook lift. I like this.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the rook lift. So he just like moves his bishop around a bunch and then just loses it. So
Remember,
okay.
I am about 1,000 rated, and my opponents have about the same rating. So this is the kind of stuff you will see a lot of in my games.
And you've done well, because like this has happened in 2 games where your opponent just puts a piece on a protected square, or like a square that you protect, just for no reason, right? This is just like an unforced blunder. Like it just happens, which it happens a lot. Like I still do it. I think I hung a queen like 2 or 3 days ago. It happens. Okay, I like this, right? Immediately attacking the knight, lining up for this g-file attack. This knight is a beast. This pawn's ready to attack. This guy is probably good there. Yeah, he doesn't really have a great path to come in. I like it. Okay. Going back with the rook, I don't like it as much.
Okay.
Just because. Okay, let's start bringing more pieces in. Right. Let's get it rolling. Because this queen's not doing anything like immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks nice. It looks nice. I'm trying to come up with like a good idea here. Actually, let's consult Stockfish. What does Stockfish say? Stockfish says get that pawn moving. Okay.
Get the pawn, attack the king. But can't the knight just? Oh no, it's defended by the queen.
Which
I thought the knight on f file could take the pawn, but it's defended by the queen on d1.
Yeah, it's the pawn is, that pawn's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's generally a good place for the knight. Okay. And then you can maneuver your knight around like this. So are you familiar with the idea of an outpost square?
I've heard you say it, but I'm not really sure what you mean by it.
Okay. So outpost squares are generally occupied by a knight. But it's a square where you can put a piece and it cannot be attacked by a pawn. So let's I'm gonna make some random moves here. Yeah, it's actually, just like immediately suggesting you to do it. Okay, obviously, okay. The rook, but whatever. So this is an outpost square. Because you have a knight that's protected by a pawn, and there's no pawn on either side that can attack that piece. So this knight is extraordinarily hard to remove. Like the only way that you could do it is really by like moving this knight 3 times to try to get rid of it. Like the queen can't get rid of it because it's protected by a pawn. A pawn can't kick it out. So it's a very, very difficult piece to remove. And like look at all these squares that is controlling within Black's camp, right? Like he's got to move his queen. He can never like get doubled on this file. Like this knight, and it stops all these pawns from moving. This knight is just an exceptionally strong piece. It's probably like better than a rook at this point in the game, right? Like as far as an evaluation. So even like if you could take a rook, you probably won't even take the rook because this knight's so strong. So like that's an outpost, is where a piece can't be attacked by a pawn. So that's kind of like what it's looking for with like with this knight remaneuver. I forgot how it went. Like this. Okay, never mind. But where like this knight could cycle around to this square.
Mm-hmm.
It's technically not an outpost, because he can just play g6 to kick it, right, to attack the knight.
Yeah.
But if he does that, whenever you move a pawn around your king, it inherently makes your king weaker or easier to attack.
Yeah.
And it also gives you a point to it. So like if we did go for this knight remaneuver, right? Okay, well, geez.
Yeah, and if he plays g6, then his knight on f6 is no longer protected by the pawn.
Right, yeah, exactly. So there's always like tactics. I'm gonna make a bunch of like really bad moves here to just to try to show you what it might look like. But these are obviously not moves that are gonna be played in the game. But okay, so if we ever get to this position and he's forced to play like g6 here, it gives you something to attack, right? Because I don't know if the concept of a hook is something that we could talk about yet. I don't know if I want to like bog you down with too much stuff. But whenever an opponent moves a pawn in front of their king, you have to make less pawn moves to attack it, right? It gets easier. Jacob, I'm trying to make a positional point, not an exact tactical point. Okay, we know the queen's hanging. Okay, we get it. It's a yes. Thank you, Orbius. Okay. so here, take the queen, but from the positional like idea. Yeah. So whenever you move pawns that are in front of your king, they're easier to attack. That's the whole point. So don't move pawns in front of your king. That's why people say like don't ever play f3, because it weakens your king. Obviously, it's situational, but yeah, positional queen, Jacob. Okay. So,
yeah.
I think it would be a good idea. Okay, how about we do this? We'll have somebody in chat who's roughly around 1,000 blitz, or like are you 1,000 rapid?
In rapid, I think I'm 1,200, and in blitz I'm 1,000 something.
Okay. So if somebody's around 1,200 rating and rapid, send a challenge to Senior Prostitute, and we'll play a game, and I'll kind of try to help you. Like I won't give you exact moves, but I'll try to help you like think through the position and try to like ask some of the questions, or like like better questions. Because really, chess is like, until you get to a pretty high level, it's just asking yourself questions and then trying to find answers to the question.
Yeah.
And the better questions you ask yourself, the better moves you find.
Great. I just got an invitation to play against Jacob. I don't think I'm gonna click on accept that. I'm gonna wait for somebody with a similar rating.
Yeah. Jacob, I know you're not 1,000, even though you move your king in the opening like you are. It's
a very nice try, Jacob. I almost clicked on accept.
You'll play like a 1,000 rated player? No. We want a genuine game. We want a gladiator battle.
I think Harry. I think Garlic. I think some of the other guys might be more suited for me to play against.
Yeah. If Harry, Garlic, I think Termix is roughly around your rating. Okay. Yeah. I'll play you after this game, Garlic.
If anybody wants to challenge me on live chess, the name is just Prosty. I'll just type it in.
Okay, Jacob posted your profile link.
There it is.
Yeah. Otherwise, we'll just do like a quick pairing game, and then I think it's technically considered cheating, but we won't tell anybody.
Wormius just send me a challenge as well.
Wormius is stronger than Jacob.
Well, actually, he has a little bit lower rating, but I do believe they're similarly rated.
Really?
They will definitely not play like 1,000 rated people.
Yeah, no. Even if they try. You're only at 400 after a few cans of beer. Okay. You're trying to create an invite, but you don't know how. Okay, your Lee Chess name was Hello Sir, right?
Okay, I can challenge him. Let me just search him.
I think it's just I think that's his in-game name. I typed it into the study chat. And just set it for like a 10 plus 5. That'll give you enough time to sort of think about the position, but it won't be like crazy long.
I'm not actually in the study. What is his name? Can you just tell
It's
us
just
or type it in?
hello, sir.
The account is closed, it says.
Oh, really? Oh
no, I found him.
Okay.
Let me challenge him.
And you can play from either the black side or the white side, depending on which opening you want to work on.
Okay, I'll just press the random side, and we'll see what side I get.
Is that a winking frowny face? What kind of a face is that? Who winks when they're frowning? That's such a confusing face. Okay. Wait, why is Jacob upset?
Okay, I'm in the game.
Okay, all right. Let me find you.
And good luck to Garlic. I only seen him play once, which was against you, Mustard Fuzz, and I'm kind of scared of him because I saw him make some pretty impressive moves.
Yeah, he played really well. I gotta find you real quick. Wait, why can't? Now I can't find you. Wait, where is that link that Jacob sent? Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay. So he's playing Sicilian.
Yeah.
Do you have a set plan of how you like to play against a Sicilian?
No, I just try all kind of things, and yeah, I do try to never move a piece that I've moved again. So I never try to move a piece twice in the opening. This is the only thing I'm trying to do.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good strategy. Let's. How into the weeds do we want to get here? Let's just play knight f3.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Just develop the knight. Let's see what he does. We'll probably go towards like an open Sicilian. So I'll help you kind of try to.
Oh, this is a move I've never seen before.
Same.
Knight to a6.
So whenever your opponent makes like a weird move, you kind of have two options. One, you can try to find the direct and exact counter to it and crush them. Or two, you can play normally, just get a normal setup, let them do their thing, and then try to play like a game from there. It's obviously much harder to do the first one because you have to like find exact counters and stuff.
Yeah.
So here I would probably just play normally.
Yeah.
So
what I'm thinking about, just tell me if it's a good move or not. I'm just thinking about sacrificing my bishop on f1 to take the knight, and then he has to damage his pawn structure.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
I'm sure Jacob will find it a great idea as well.
Yeah, well, he might be a little peeved that you're giving up the bishop pair, but yeah, he'll get over himself. Yeah, you can absolutely do that if you'd like. Now the downside is it does open up the b file for him. So you'll have to deal with that later. But okay. So now keep developing.
Okay.
You're probably going to want to try to make a path for your bishop.
Yeah.
So you could go for the typical d5 here, to get out that way.
D3 you mean, or D4?
Or yeah, d4. Sorry. Yeah,
D4.
it can't teleport to d5. My bad.
Absolutely.
I do that all the time. Like I'll confuse like the two like mirror squares. You could also play the Alapin too, where you play c3 and try to build up towards the center. So you can do that either way. The main downside is the bishop pair. You can just castle too. Yeah, just castling is never a bad idea, right? Because it does open up this diagonal. You can't see my arrows. It does open up to the queen coming to a5 to try to give you a check. What would you do if the queen checked your king right now?
I would probably play bishop to d2.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a threat right now. Okay, so this is
Okay.
fine. He's just playing pretty slow in the center.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I'll go for the castling idea.
Yeah, castling is great here. Get your king out of the center. Just hard to attack if your king's not in the middle of the board. Okay, so we'll see how he decides to develop his pieces here. Okay.
Okay, so I need to find a way to defend the pawn. So I'm thinking knight to c3.
Yep. Nice. Yeah. Nice c3 works. Perfect. Developing one more piece, defending the center, all good things. And that knight's pretty hard to dislodge. So yeah, now we got two pieces developed. We got two pawns in the center. Things are looking pretty good.
Yeah. I'm really happy with this game so far.
Yeah. We just gotta keep making those developing moves. Okay.
I could make it a little bit more aggressive and play e5 in this position.
You could. I don't think it's 100% necessary to make a commitment like that yet in the center.
Yeah.
Because if he takes, right, we can take back with the pawn and make his knight move, but then maybe we can take the queens off the board. So like there's a lot of things to consider. His pawn structure is fairly weak by the end of that. Right, like c5 becomes a target. Okay, sorry, that's like so if you push the pawn, right, taking, and then yeah, you could actually take with the knight too if you wanted to.
Or I could go rook to e1.
Yeah. You could also just improve the rook, defend.
Yeah, it might be more solid.
You know what?
Solid.
You can play whichever one you want here. Both are perfectly fine.
Okay,
So here's actually another good thing to talk about. Is if their king is stuck in the middle of the board, you want to try to create as many lines as possible towards that king. Right? Because he still has to make two moves. He has to play g6 and then bishop g7 to be able to get his king out. So especially now with your rook on the e file, playing e5 here is a very strong idea and something that he has to like seriously consider how he's going to deal with it. Because you're opening up more lines towards his king that you can attack with your nice pawn center and then your knights being ready to just jump in whenever.
Okay. Yeah, what I usually do is I attack, and then when I'm attacking, I find out that actually I don't have all the pieces ready for the attack I'm actually in the middle of. So maybe the rook to e1 was a way to further get prepared to attack.
Exactly. Yeah. Prepare slow, attack fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Slow violence.
So what does this move, like what do you think his idea is behind queen to d7?
The only thing I can see is that he wants to maybe castle queenside.
Yeah. Which, okay, if you were black right now, how would you feel about putting your king, or like if black does castle to the queen side, how safe do you feel like that king is?
Not very safe at all.
Yeah. So I don't know how big of a threat that is.
Yeah.
So yeah, continuing with like the plan of just trying to break the center open, I think is.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a good idea to like consider what your opponent is trying to do. And then you can go, well, can I ignore it? Okay, so he plays an intermezzo move, right? He takes the pawn and threatens your
Yeah.
knight. So there's of course a couple responses that you can play here. You're also attacking a knight,
Yeah.
or you can just recapture the pawn, right? Both are completely possible. So
I don't see the big advantage of taking his knight on f6. Is there one?
no, there probably isn't, because if you take his knight, he takes your knight, you take his pawn on e7, right? And then his bishop takes, and then yes, that bishop is pinned, but it's hard to attack it. But he gets his bishop developed, he gets castled. You're really just helping him out. So yeah.
Okay.
Wait. Apparently, Wormius is saying to take it.
Take the knight?
Yeah.
Well,
I'm trying to figure out why.
let me take it and let's find out. And then if I lose this game, I can just blame it on Wormius.
Just blame it on Wormius. That's what I normally do. Because of takes on e7. So he plays an unexpected move again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So his king is on the same file as your rook.
Yeah.
What is the tactical term for the pin, or for the pawn on e5?
Might it be a pin?
It might be. I might have given that away. I'm sorry.
No. I came up with that all by myself.
Okay, yeah. So because of the pin on e5, what piece is technically hanging because of that? Or I guess not necessarily a piece, but one of his pieces.
His queen is hanging. I believe.
Not quite. His queen
no.
queen is defended by his king currently, and it's hard to attack. But there's I'll give you a hint. It also saves your knight that's being attacked on c3. So we can double dip here a little bit.
Okay, I can play knight to e4 and then attack his pawn on d6.
Yeah.
Great.
You can take his pawn on d4.
On d4. And I can take his pawn on d4. Okay, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah. It's really scary, right? But these are sort of things that you'll find, like the more tactics you do, like you'll recognize, like, okay, I have this pin, can I use it? And then in this case, the answer is yeah, I can.
Okay, this is a tactic that I would probably have never found on my own.
Yeah, and like that's like I mean, with time, of course, you'll find these like instantly. Okay.
Okay.
So now he's castled queenside, which we've kind of settled on that might not be the best play possible. So how exactly do we go about attacking that?
I have one idea. I don't know if it's a good one. I can play bishop to g5 with the idea of playing pawn takes g7 on the next move, and then I am attacking two towers to rooks at the same time.
Yeah, I like the idea of trying to set up a trick like that, right? But we have an immediate pressing issue.
Yeah.
What has him moving his king changed about the current position?
Yeah, the knight on d4 is hanging.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's something that you have to be very careful of, especially like when you use tactics like pins, is if a small thing changes, like him just castling, which is a pretty like standard move, it dramatically changes the position, right? Because like now this knight's hanging. So yeah, probably just move the knight first.
Yeah, I'll move it back to f3, I think then.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Because it slows down his attack on your king side, right? He's trying to line up a battery and checkmate you on G2, to try to get some counterplay.
Okay.
So we always have to keep that in mind. But okay. So yeah, now we can go from here. We can
Yeah,
actually let's develop.
I can develop my bishop and then play the tactic that I wanted. Let me do that.
Mm-hmm. No, Garok's playing well. He's had to deal with some. Okay, this is actually great for you. Because now, how does he ever get this? How does he ever get this dark square bishop out?
But I don't think he will.
Yeah. So this is a huge problem. Your pawn is on f6 is restricting his position, which is very annoying for him. Okay, so we got that. So there's one piece that we still have that hasn't been moved yet.
Rook on a1.
Exactly. So just okay, I guess to kind of like explain the idea a little bit further. Rook. Well, okay. Where would you put your rook? Where would you put that rook if you were to move it?
I'd probably be pushing the a pawn to make room for him to move.
Okay. So like a4, rook a3, and then try to do a rook lift.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. What about if we did that with the other rook? It could be a little bit quicker. If you want to do a rook lift, that's fine.
Yeah, and then I can go rook e1 to e4.
I want to put it on e4.
No,
well, yeah.
no.
You can put it on e4. It's a little risky because he can move his queen, and if he finds something to attack with this queen, then your rook is hanging.
Yeah.
But you could also do e3. Yeah, a4 is fine if you wanted to do it that way too. Like there's a lot of different possibilities.
Let me do e3, the least dangerous one.
Yeah, and it also helps out with protecting your knight on f3 too.
Also, yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. Okay. Yeah. So now like the last thing you have to do is like figure out where you want the knight on c3 to go. So that way you can start shoving pawns. Because when if kings are castled to opposite sides of the board, generally speaking, you want to push the crap out of the pawns that are on the same side as the enemy king. So you want to just start throwing the queenside pawns at him to try to open up lines and attack him, and he's going to be trying to throw his kingside pawns at you to try to open up lines and attack your king. Usually in opposite side castles, both sides just try to like knife each other to death. Like it gets crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right here, I think he's going for the fork on d4, but if I take with my knight on e5, I'm also attacking his queen, so I don't think it's working.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let me go.
It's a good move. And you're also like again, knights in the center control a lot of squares, right? So you're hitting his queen. You're also hitting f7, which is a rook fork. And you're ready to jump towards his king, and you're controlling the escape square of d7 also. So knights in the middle of the board, freaking OP.
Okay, yeah, I really like the knight, and now I think it might be time to move my knight on c3 just to make room for that rook.
Yeah. So yeah, like I think you already see the idea, right? So like what happens if you if you're able to just take that knight off the board and put your rook on c3?
Then I win the queen.
Exactly, yeah. The pin.
Okay.
The skewer.
All right,
yeah. Getting ready to jump in. In this case, right, the knight on the edge, not a big deal. Because you can try to attack, and you're coming up with like immediate threats, which is important.
Yeah.
And it eliminates the fork. Actually, he could still push his pawn right? Which also gets rid of your rook being able to go over. Actually, that's kind of like a big, that's kind of a big deal. All right, let's see
Yeah.
if we can try to figure a way out of that one. It's kind of an annoying move, right? If he just shoves d4, it's actually like a really annoying move. Yeah.
And he does.
Okay. So let's see. That's fine.
So my idea is I can put the rook on d3 and attack the pawn, and then he will have to defend some way because it's attacked twice by me and only defended by once by him.
Yes, but there's a second problem.
Yeah, I think my knight might not like that idea.
Yeah. It might get a little upset that that is forgotten about. So, okay. Unfortunately,
this is actually pretty good.
we have to do a little bit of give and take here.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to give up our. Okay. Wormius sees a beautiful idea. There. Okay. So one thing that you can. Oh shoot! He has no time. Hello, or Garlic. Would you mind giving time? Sorry, I didn't realize that you had no time here. There is a check possible. There's one check possible.
Yeah, let me play that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I didn't realize you had no time.
But that's just a waiting move. He's gonna move his king and.
But we can. It gives us more chances, right? It brings another piece in. He's got to move his king away. And now we can move the rook to a different file.
What is your spaghetti policy here?
Chessy one. Thank you for the follow. Okay, thank you. He's giving us some more time here.
Thanks, Garlic.
Thank you, Garlic. Okay.
He's gonna make sure we can make this game go on all night.
This is how I play chess. This is a very slow endeavor. I'm pretty sure I said it before. But the reason why it takes me so long to play a game of chess is because I find so many bad moves before I find one good one. So it takes me a very long time. Okay. So now we got to move our rook, right? But
yeah,
he's gonna get the knight. So good job to him. Oh, okay. We don't have to give up the knight. You can play rook to e2, which saves the knight. You could also play.
Which is better, playing rook to e2 or e1?
If you play to e2, you give yourself the possibility. Actually, e2 also saves the c pawn. C2 is also hanging in this position, and it gives you the option of doubling rooks on the e file. But I'm also considering rook to b3, just to try to exert some pressure. I don't think that works though. Rook b3, queen f3, knight. Oh god, it's so close, but it doesn't work. Probably just rook e2.
Yeah, let me play that. Indeed, to protect the pawn as well.
Yeah, now we're probably gonna want to try to get some stuff rolling. Bishop f4, ooh, with some discovery ideas. Yeah.
I always have the idea of forking his rooks when he moves his queen as well.
Exactly. Okay, so he kind of tries to stop some of the shenanigans here. Again, very nice move. Okay, so this move has two ideas to it. Okay, so one, we can defend the knight, or two, we can move the knight.
I'm trying to think of a way. If I move the knight to f3, I'm also attacking the pawn on d4, so I kind of like that move. But it's a backward move, so I don't know. I don't like playing those.
Yeah. So knight f3, it defends h2, it attacks d4 twice, right, with the queen. Oh, you could also just play queen takes d4, but that's risky at best. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Because you're defending the knight again.
Yeah.
But it does line yourself up with his rook.
Okay, well, we're not gonna be scared of his rook. Let's just take it.
Yeah. And then bringing the bishop back is also an idea. Garlic's listening, be careful. It's okay. It's okay. He can only come up with so many threats. Okay, so now it's important. Which way do you want to take? I guess, like, okay, so he's trading off some pieces. He's getting towards an end game, but this is like a clearly better end game, I would say.
Yeah.
Because of all the infiltrations are covered. So, yeah. So you can take two different ways. One of them wins, one of them loses. Guess that's one way to put it.
My thought is, if I take with the queen, I'm also attacking his queen. He might go for a queen trade, and because I'm up 2 pawns, it's beneficial for me and not for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would say this is a winning endgame for you.
Okay.
Can I give moves to Garlic? Okay, Wormius. We're trying to keep it 1,000. No thanks, I'm good. Yeah, see, he don't need no Wormius. Garlic's got this. Yeah, that's true. If Wormius starts helping Garlic, it's too powerful. Okay, so when you get to an end game, what are some things that you're trying to achieve? What are some goals you're working towards?
I'm just trying to push all of the passed pawns. That's my main goal.
Yeah, make a pass pawn, push it. Yeah, it's a good place to start.
Absolutely.
So have you ever heard of like the idea of putting your rook on the 7th rank, like rooks on the 7th rank, or the 2nd if you're black?
It's been done against me a bunch of times, so I've seen how powerful it is.
Yeah. So it's usually just like a really annoying move. It's called infiltration. It's when you can get your pieces into your opponent's territory, I guess. And in this case, it's probably particularly... So after he captures with the queen, because he has to, because he's pinned... I mean, okay, technically he can make like any other move, but you can take his queen with check. Okay, so he does make another move. So... What's a good follow-up here? Can we add more pressure?
Absolutely, I can move the bishop to f4, I believe.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that is a juicy diagonal. You got a rook, a queen, and a king on the same diagonal. This bishop is about to be a hero.
Yeah.
I don't know how yet. We'll have to see what he does. But that bishop is going to be a hero one day. Everybody's going to sing songs about this dark squared bishop. Okay. He loses a rook.
Yeah, absolutely. I can just take it, I think.
Mm-hmm. And this will happen pretty often, is if you apply a lot of pressure to one point, something will crack eventually. Either they'll run out of pieces to be able to keep defending it, or they'll make a mistake somewhere and you can just break through. So whenever there's a standoff, try to think, how can I add more pressure to that point? As it'll get you pretty far.
Okay.
Okay. And we're up a game-winning amount of material for sure. So if you're up a lot of material and it causes no inconvenience, is it a good thing or a bad thing to trade? Actually,
I believe
maybe
it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Also, it simplifies, and I can just play quickly, more quickly.
But there is one move that we kind of need to consider. I think, okay, you have a checkmate in well, not a checkmate, but you can win his queen. So what are all the checks that you can find in this situation?
I have the rook check, I have the queen check, and the knight check.
Where are all your queen checks?
On d7, d8, and f8.
Yes. And f8 is an undefended square, right?
Yeah, it's undefended.
So if you play queen to f8,
Well, f8 is defended by his rook on h8.
yeah. But where does that king go after you play queen f8? It's got one square.
After I play king f8, he will just take with the rook, right?
Queen. Oh no, sorry.
Oh,
I was thinking. I was thinking.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was thinking we were talking about the same thing. We're not. Okay. There's a queen check that.
I can play queen
Yes,
to
yeah,
b8
yeah.
and then win his rook
Yeah, you can win his rook but you can also
and
win
checkmate
more.
maybe
Yeah.
with the rook on e7 next.
Close. If you go rook e7 though, it lets him. Okay, we'll let him move. Okay, now think right now. What are the squares that you control? What squares can the king move to right now?
Right now he can move to e6.
Can
No,
he?
sorry, he can only move to. He
has no moves.
He has no moves at all. No, indeed.
So if we don't move any of our pieces that are currently in position, if we
Yeah.
move a different piece, will that be checkmate?
Yeah, I can checkmate by moving. A rook to d1. I
Yes. Yeah. Bring that last rook in, and now
Okay.
the only move he has is to block with the queen. And you can actually. No. You have to take one way.
believe.
I
I have to take with the rook.
there's a slightly more. Okay, it's not as slippery, but yeah. Okay. So he actually finds a defense for now. So okay, take the queen.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wait, I guess you didn't have to. I guess you could have checkmated. No, I'm just finding it. Okay, you do have checkmate here. Oh yeah. You have checkmate in one move.
Is it this one? No.
Nope.
Sorry, I played the wrong move.
Not quite. It's close. No, it's not quite checkmate now. Now his king's running. His king's running. Vlad, hello. Yeah, queen c7 was mate there, but it's okay. I think we're still in a pretty okay position.
Yeah.
So, okay, the queen's under attack, so we should probably do something.
If I play rook to c7,
Mm-hmm.
I believe that is a
Oh,
mate.
yeah, that is mate. You're right.
Okay.
Good job. You found the mate before me.
Thanks.
I was about to let the king go on a jog, but good game to Garlic Twitch.
Yeah, absolutely. He made it very difficult for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to the analysis here. You can probably just go back to watching the stream so that you can see the arrows and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions, you can tell me. Okay, so this is not a main move. Actually, let's see if there's any games that have been played here. There's been 2 games that play this way. This is apparently called the Zuckertort defense.
Okay, so he was playing theory.
Yeah, this is all theory here. This has been played by a master, by 2200, by 2 2200s. Okay. One of them was a win for black, and then the other one was a draw. Okay.
So I'm the only one in history to win against this opening.
That exactly. The only master
Okay.
level player, at least. Okay. So yeah, takes, and here it's move 3, and we've entered a completely new game. This has never been done before. This is groundbreaking stuff. So takes, take control of the center. I like it. Castles here, develop, here, develop. Break in the center, right? King in the center. Hard for him to get his bishop out of the way. Hard to castle. Probably don't want to castle queenside. Takes, here. And then we take use of the pin. Very nice. Apparently the computer wants you to sack your knight for a couple pawns. Right? It wants you to just do this because it really messes up his king.
Okay. But right now I'm down material.
Yeah, you're down a knight for a couple pawns. So okay, we take his pawn, come back, develop the bishop, bring this rook up. Oh, you're actually right with putting the rook on this square. Very nice. Apparently this is he plays
E4
here.
was the computer move.
Yeah. Okay, we go here instead, which it came out to a similar outcome. Check. Oh yeah, and it was rook here. This is a move I was looking at, but I wasn't sure. I guess because like I don't know, you just get like some sort of like crazy attack going. Just really trying to beat him down. But computer okay. So like with computer analysis, yes, it gives you the absolute best moves I could have possibly been played in this position because the computer says so, and the computer's rated like 45,000. But at the same time, it's really hard to find those moves, right? Like we don't calculate like a computer does, so it's only like you can only find so much.
Yeah, I've lost many a winning game just because I don't find the right moves.
Yeah. And like the computer is good for like finding like what were the big blunders.
Yeah.
But don't get too like bogged down with like finding like the exact lines after. Just kind of try to figure out like, okay, this is the blunder, and then figure out why. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Don't get too concerned about like what the computer really like wants you to do too much, if that makes sense. That probably doesn't make any sense.
Makes total sense.
Okay. Because like the computer is going to suggest like crazy stuff, but yeah, just figure out like why it was a mistake. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
So here, right? Apply pressure, win a rook, and checkmate. Okay, yeah, this is mate in one, but this works too.
Okay, so that's the one I missed.
Yeah, and like the computer's like, oh, blunder, but you're up like a rook and a knight and a complete like you're gonna win in like 2 moves anyway. So it's like, you suck. It's like, what? I did so well. So like that, yeah. That's one downside of the computers. But
Yeah,
okay.
they don't care about your feelings. Those computers.
That was good. That was good. Well done.
Yeah, thanks. I don't think I would have won without your help, but thanks.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of trying to like how to think about different positions and trying to find like the tactical ideas. I think that's going to be like the biggest thing. It's just like working on tactics. So yeah, just use like the Louis chess puzzles. Don't worry about Puzzle Rush. You can do it for fun if you want to, but just like the standard puzzles are gonna be good for you.
I like those puzzles a lot. I try to play them as much as possible.
Yeah. I think that's like one of the best ways to get better like pretty quickly, because if you can find the tactics, then you're gonna win a lot of games. And then like once you're able to find like a pretty like once your base level of tactic solving is good, then you're gonna start winning games by like getting better like opening theory and positional ideas, right? Like finding those outpost squares for your knight. Like that's kind of like the progression. So like once we get those tactics up to like a baseline, you're gonna be golden.
Okay. Can't wait for that time that I'm golden.
Yes, you'll beat Hikaru soon.
Just for your info, I just got a challenge by somebody called Prosty Sniper, and he's got a rating of 1200.
It's probably Jacob.
It's probably
It's probably Jacob.
I like the name though.
Accept at your own risk. You have a fan.
Well, can I ask Jacob if he would be able to play if he's willing to play white and play into the Sicilian. Maybe I can train the Sicilian.
He's saying, "Why are you accusing me?" Because we know it's you, Jacob. But yeah. If he wants to play against you, you're good.
Let me accept the challenge. Of course, I'll play somebody with my own rating. What's the danger?
Yeah. They can't be a Smurf.
Yeah.
There's no way their rating's provisional.
Okay. Well, I see him playing e4, so goes straight into the Sicilian.
Okay. Let's see. We'll watch this here a little bit. Where's your game? Yeah, go ahead and send me a challenge, Garlic, and we'll play. Frost the Sniper. Nice. Got that first move.
Okay.
It's definitely Jacob. So this is a line called the Smith-Morra Gambit. It's an undefeatable line. So you're going to lose every game. But you can put up some resistance.
So let's try.
Yeah, you can take the pawn. And then he's going to play c3.
c3?
Okay, he doesn't. So now you can kind of like just develop normally.
Yeah, I can just defend and he's worse. Or maybe not.
He's transposing into a main line. He's just trying to be funny. So like you can just play like you can either go for your fianchetto like you normally do, right? Like g6 and just get that bishop out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the main line but like a weird move order. He just wanted to tilt me by offering a Smith-Morra.
So is it a better move to play the fianchetto first or to play the knight to f6 first?
If he takes your knight, no big deal, right? You just take with the b pawn, right? Take towards the center.
Yeah.
You're building up your center. It's not anything you got to worry about him taking your knight. So yeah, just continuing with the fianchetto.
Okay.
Okay. We're gonna do a little simul. I wanna play Garlic, and try to keep an eye on your game too. It's a correspondence game, so it might take a few days. We're gonna play Garlic.
I like my position very much.
Okay, this guy's not 1200.
Yeah. This is all working out perfectly for me so far.
Yeah. Oh, he's playing the Dutch. Look at him. Watch him Dutch. Spicy far. Okay. Main. So book. Okay. Sorry about the Windows sounds. I guess I'm kind of sorry, but not that sorry. I kind of just want to play like this. Gotta do it. Okay. The opposite side castle. Yeah, he's trying to attack the snot out of you here.
Yeah, what's the deal with the opposite side castling? What should I be afraid of?
So what it allows both sides to do is to push the pawns to attack the enemy king, like way faster than you normally would, right? Because if the kings are on the same side of the board, then you don't really want to push the pawns in front of your king, right? Both sides really don't want to push their pawns.
Yeah.
But with kings on opposite sides of the board, both sides are much more willing to push their pawns that are in front of their enemy king, or like that are attacking the enemy king, because you don't have to worry about making your king weaker because of the pawn pushes.
Okay.
Hmm. Yeah, so okay.
I have no idea how to continue from here.
So here you can make just like a generally good move. Right? So a generally like improving move. So it can come in the form of like queen to c7, to try to put, line up your queen in front of the king. Also, that bishop, the light square bishop, is undefended. Or you could bring your rook from a8 to c8, and kind of like the same idea, kind of same but different.
Yeah, I like all of those.
And then then you can just kind of start like working. So your goal is to eventually fling the A and the B pawn at his king side, or like at his king's position, before he can attack your king.
Okay, and now I get a position that you taught me never to take the bishop when it's attacking your bishop, behind which your king is standing.
Never is strong, but a lot of times you're safe with a pawn on e7. With a pawn on e7, that's an important bit, because with a pawn on e7, it keeps an enemy knight from getting to f6, which is a strong attacking square.
Yeah.
Actually, you're very close to being able to win a piece here. Okay, maybe not. You're close, but not quite.
Yeah, I'm thinking about knight takes knight on d4, but I don't see it working.
Oh wait, actually, yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, just yeah.
But when he takes back with the queen, then his bishop's protected once more. Let me try anyway.
Right. So okay, he has this intermezzo move. I kind of forgot about it. Yeah, you're right. I'm bad. Perfect. Okay, Jacob. It was perfectly in line with my bad idea. Okay.
Have you ever beaten Jacob when he's playing this line, the Smith Mora?
Probably not, honestly. It's okay. So the line that you're playing right now isn't the Smith Mora. If they sacrifice the pawn on c3, that's technically the Smith Mora.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not invincible. Like I was kind of joking about. It's just really annoying. You gotta deal with it eventually. Okay, yeah, I like that. Line it up with the queen. Get ready to break in the center. Get ready to break with your pawns on the outside. Right, you're lining up a lot of good stuff here. You're doing a good job of getting your pieces developed. Getting everything involved in the game, and then getting ready to kind of make a pawn break whenever it's convenient for you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
I think Jacobs is starting to sweat right now. He's taking more than a minute, and I don't think he's getting more candy.
No, he's his celebration licorice is gonna have to wait for a little bit. He's gonna have to prove this position first. Okay, this is okay. Yeah, nice. Good calculation.
Yeah, that was totally
Oh.
calculated.
Okay,
Absolutely.
maybe yeah. It's a very hairy situation. Not the player, the saying. Okay, because now like your knight's like double attacked, but at the same time you have a pin on his queen. Oh, actually, can you win a piece here? You might actually be able to win a piece here. So the knight's pinned, right?
Yeah, let me
To his
attack it.
queen. Yeah. What's the simplest way to attack something? Yeah. I think this works. No, it actually doesn't work. I completely lied. I'm sorry. Because he plays queen takes knight, and now you're losing. My bad. Oh no. Shoot. That's my bad.
So this game, let's just. He's proposing a take back.
Yeah. Okay.
I never played that pawn move, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, no, no. No, let's keep it here, Jacob. I'm not gonna take any more. He wanted to provide takebacks until we were back at square one, I think.
Just want you to start the game over. Okay. So we could get the knight out. Actually, probably getting the knight out of the pin is probably the best way to go, right?
Absolutely.
Just
Let
move the
me
king
move
back,
my
'cause
king.
He is threatening g5 now. Now that I look at it, or whatever.
Put it right here.
Perfect. Now you do have to be careful eventually, not immediately, about the bishop on c4 being on the same diagonal as your king. Yeah. So this is exactly what I mean about like pushing the pawns, right? He can freely push the hg and f pawns because his king's not behind it, right? Because of the long castle, or the queenside castle. There's a mildly tricksy move, but I don't think it works. No, it doesn't work. That's one of my problems that I'm still trying to like fight through, is always wanting to play for tricks, because it stops working as well. Like the higher you get, like the harder it is to find good tricks. But your tricks also get better. Have you played the Sicilian Smith Mora? It's just one of the pesky things you'll encounter. Yeah, like the Moroxy bind. At least at like the lower levels, like where I'm at, the Moroxy bind is not a popular way to play. The Smith Mora, on the other hand, much more popular. I should say is much more popular amongst like the higher rated viewers that I play, right? Because like Thanker plays a Smith Mora, Locutus plays a Smith Mora, Jacob only plays a freaking Smith Mora. It's not as popular in just like regular quick play games, I feel like. Quick pair, sorry. Playing the lower 1300 arenas? Yeah. the Jacobs of the world, you lose confidence? I mean, that's fair. Yeah, so he's just trying to bust your center, or like to bust your king side here. He's just pushing pawns, right? Because he doesn't have any threats to worry about against his king, so he can just keep pushing these. And it's generally like in opposite castles, it's generally the person who gets the pawns and gets to attack first is the one that wins.
Yeah, what I see here is just a free pawn on g4, but I don't think it's a good idea to take it.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely take it. It's a trade. You could also trade queens off by force here. If you wanted to try to get rid of some of his attack. But okay, so like let's say if you take the G pawn with your knight, if you take his G pawn, he takes your G pawn, and then he's the one who's still attacking you. Yeah, okay. I mean, it's a correspondence game, so it's pretty much all on you for how fast you want to play.
Let me try something else. I have to try something.
All right. Yeah, I mean, doubling the rooks is a good idea. right? Especially with how busy the file is. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna work, but I like the thought. And it's okay to lose games, right? Like you're gonna lose like half your games, and you're gonna lose a lot.
Definitely, I have lots of experience with losing games.
Yeah, same. Now, like the better you get, the more experience you have with losing games. It's pretty cool. I think it was like Jose Raul Capablanca who said you have to lose 1,000 games to like get better at chess or whatever, something like that.
Oh man, I'm
Something
gonna
more
be real
elegant.
good in that case.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've probably played like 3,000 games of chess in my life, and I guarantee
Okay.
probably over half of them have been losses.
I heard the Tinker Teacher talk about 20,000 games
Yeah.
some time ago.
Thank Your Teacher's nuts. Thank Your Teacher beat a GM recently. He beat his first GM.
Well, I'm not surprised.
Okay, I think this game's over. You played well. Obviously, Prost is sniper. Whoever that is, we don't know for sure. It might be playing above their rating. Okay, so this is checkmate. He can, yeah. He can sacrifice his queen for your rook, and then your queen takes, and then his rook takes, and it's checkmate
Yeah,
because of the pawn
I
on
see it now.
f6. Yeah.
I see it now. Let me do the only tactic I have left right now. Let me offer him a draw.
There it is. You love to
Yeah.
see it. You really do.
He's making me suffer some more. I see.
If he did he add time too? Oh, this is 100% Jacob. There's 100. Did he type something about candy in the game chat? No, not yet. Classic Jacob, man. Okay, he did move.
So yeah, we're playing this game, but it's pretty much over.
Yeah. If this was Thanker Teacher, he would promote to like 4 knights, and then checkmate you in the corner of the board.
Yeah.
So that's how the Thinker do. This could be anyone. Could it? Could it, Jacob? It could be anyone. You're right. Is it likely to be anybody else? No. Just not gonna happen. I'm pretty sure like half of the Lee Chess accounts are just Jacob alternate accounts.
Yeah, and apparently some of the chess.com accounts as well. It was very interesting to know that he has one of those.
Wait, is it actually you, Fly? Because if it is, then you've been okay. I was gonna say you've been sandbagging for talking about how good your rating is. Been hard sandbagging.
So Mustard, we had some discussions as well in previous streams where you talked about your job, and those were some pretty interesting anecdotes that you told us, especially about what it's like working in an environment where everybody has to go to the toilet on a porta potty.
Yeah.
It's very interesting and new to me to learn about stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bunch of real. The people that decide to write on the inside of porta potties I feel like are just like naturally more intelligent than everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just based off of like like the generally like racist stuff that they
You get
say.
some very philosophical writings on there.
Yeah, it's mostly like Confucius, Nietzsche, those types of quotes. Yeah. Okay. Have a good rest of your day, Garlic. Thanks for the games. Yeah, no worries, no worries. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, man. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for playing Prosta, dude.
Yeah, Garlic, was an honor playing with you. You played very well, and you made me sweat a lot. I needed all of the help from Mustard I could get to win, and it was a very nice game.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoever Prosta Sniper is, it could be Jacob, it could be anybody. But it looks like they're trying to draw this one out.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna hit the resign button. There's not much for me to do right in this position.
I mean, like arguably you could like take the pawn and try to like play from there. But you're down a knight. I mean, there's some hope. There's just enough hope to try to bait you into playing, but not enough to actually win. Yeah.
Well, there's some hope. Let me just play some fast moves and see where we get. Maybe I can stumble into a stalemate.
Yeah, he's really trying. Okay, he sacrificed another pawn. There's a fork on F4. Yeah. Okay, but I like this too. Try to trade off the queen for two passers. Yeah, I mean it's like kind of winnable. I don't know. He's chopping down trees in his backyard for firewood, and he's in Austin. Dang. Okay. GG. No, you can. I mean, you can still wriggle. You can still wriggle here, but it's it's not happy. He's trying to checkmate you. Oh, good game. Checkmate on G7.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently oh my god. This guy is a troll through and through. He's going to leave checkmate and 1 on the board for as long as possible. Cuz you can technically defend it now. But it's bad. Okay, the countermate. Let's see how it responds. Oh, boo. I thought he was going to play another goofy move and just like let you mate him.
I don't see any stalemates tactics either.
Yeah. What? Come on. This is gonna be a 100-move game here pretty soon.
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna resign in this position. I tried to go for the stalemate. I really tried to honor your way of playing, Mustard. And always fight until the very last tier in your case against Jacob.
Yeah.
So let me just resign in honor, and let's say I played a lot of moves against a guy who might have a very high rating.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely has a very high rating. Jacob's a pretty good player. This is where you float your buildings to the corners of the map and then AFK. That's super BM. That's pretty BM. I played a game today where I shouldn't have let a base trade happen, but like he killed all my workers with like 10 mutas, and then I destroyed all of his bases, and then he built like one hatch like close to like at my like 4th location or 5th. So I had to go kill it. Like he wouldn't leave the game. Like just surrender, dude. You have no minerals and 0 workers. But okay. Sorry, that was a StarCraft 2 tangent. But yeah,
No worries,
okay.
man. Yeah.
Nice job today. Yeah, hopefully that was at least mildly instructive. But yeah, go forth.
I learned a lot, and I hope not all of chat fell asleep during the training. But I definitely very instructive for me.
That's good. Yeah, go forth and conquer. You know, it's time to storm the gates of 1200.
Yeah, let me take on the Harrys in this world.
Yes, yeah. You have to. That'll be the litmus test. You know how good are you against Harry?
Yeah, we are very equally rated, and we win an equal amount of games. But the last game he beat me savagely. I
Mm.
really don't want to analyze that game anytime soon, and it still stings a lot. So I'm gonna build up for our next game and really prepare.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Good luck. Thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing this. Um,
Uh,
and I'll see you. I'll see you around in chat
yeah, you can rest assured about that. Thanks, man.
later. Yeah, that was fun. That was good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, Jacob. I wonder who that is. Well, I guess we'll never know. You know, it's really up in the air. Okay. If anybody wants to play a couple games before I get off, go ahead and send me a challenge. Um, yeah, I'll be on for a little bit more. Oh, you want to redeem for a whatchamacallit? Thanks for the game, Jacob. Thank you, Chessie One. Yeah. I like one day I would love to be like a legitimate chess coach. But I would actually have to know chess to be able to do that. So I got a lot of work to do for myself before I can coach other people. I feel like I'm okay with teaching like really new people. Even though it's pretty inefficient. But yeah. I enjoy doing it. Okay. Yes. Let me make a study. Okay. All right, Prost the sniper. I'm not Prost the dude. Harry. Harry, shoot, what's the number? I forget what your following number is. Is it 37? No. Harry. Oh, hello, sir sent me another challenge. No, okay, it's not his full name. Okay. Yeah, you'll just have to send me a link to your game or something. Oh, 86, that's what it is. Harry HW. You would think I would know this by now. Like, of how many games I've played. Okay. Wait. I want to add members. Yes. Okay. So, you should have nice. It's always a good one. Always a classy use of the points. Okay. This is his game. I think I should be able to just do this. No, it didn't work. Let me try. Can I go to like, open? Yeah, this is what we want. And then yeah, so if anybody does this, all you have to do to make a study is you like copy and paste this whole doodad, and then in your study, chapters, add new chapter, and then paste your PNG. You can just paste it in there, and that'll import your game. Okay. So we got. Oh, it's Mr. Prostitute against Harry. Oh man, is this the one where Harry beat up on Prostitute here? Is this Harry's flex? Did Harry turn in this? Oh wait, why is this like a weird screen? How did I get this like full screen? I've never seen this before. What did I do? Because now it's like really messed up. Oh my god, I really messed this up. Escape? What did I do? Oh god. Does anybody know how to fix this? Preferences?
What is your spaghetti
Is
policy
there
here?
like a window thing? Hey, thank you for the follow. Okay. You know what? Thank you to that person. I'm not gonna say their name. But you know, it's definitely not a legal thing. Okay, so I really messed up my stuff. Okay, no, here we go. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Okay, so we're here. All right, let's see. Harry with the black pieces. Mr. Prostitute playing the white pieces. Mr. Prostitute comes out with the English opening. Let's see how Harry responds. E5. Okay, so he goes for the closed version. He goes for like the Magnus version. Magnus only usually pushes bishop here. So, okay, probably here, right? Just take. It's a pretty typical idea. I know you're kind of like going for like the one like specific structure. Yeah, that name, that name. But if we just take here, it's a pawn, and a pawn is a pawn, as they say, as Yasser Seirawan says. And if Yasser Seirawan says it, you better do it. But yeah, okay. So here, bishop out, he pushes. So we've been lining this up to put a knight on this square, but then when he attacks our knight, we move it away, which is the third best move. But okay. So he comes here, block it, kind of self pin. He does drop the c pawn though. Harry takes it, good. Okay, he finds the check, very nice, and now this is good for black. It went from winning for white to losing, or to winning for black. So this is a very common idea of this queen check and attacking this piece here. So an important idea is this knight move can both stop the queen check and save your knight. And the same thing goes is if you get this queen check and there's a bishop here and the knight's still undefended, you can also play knight c3 to defend your bishop and block the check. So this is a common idea, and you know, just something to keep in mind. Okay, so plays this way, drops the knight, takes, castles e4, drops the bishop back, but drops the queen. That's unfortunate. I'm sorry. I'm smiling because that's something that I would do too, right? So every time your opponent makes a move, you gotta ask like, what has changed? And it's a very subtle difference, right? And it's easy to be like, oh man, like I'm so ahead here. Queen won by a very strong tactic, right? The e4 bait, right? Because it's like, oh, that's a free pawn. Actually, yeah, if he takes here, is actually kind of it works. All right, it's actually okay. Not like great works, but it's better. It's better. We're back to even material. So instead, this takes here, expanding on the queen side, castles queen side. I probably would have castled this way, because of how open the king side is. Right, white can try to just, or black can try to like blow up the queen side pretty quickly here. And what do you mean? Okay, get the bishop rolling, push the pawns. I like that. Here. Just like, yeah, you got a pawn here. What are you gonna do about it? These pawns like this can be actually really nice. Like they can serve as a shield to help block pressure coming down from the file. It's maybe not as good Mustard, don't worry about king safety if the queens are gone. Okay, you know, that's fair. That's fair. If you have a queen, your opponent doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I mean, always worry about king safety. Never let it slip. Okay, yeah. So then he tries to open up the king side. Oh my god, he's actually... Does he have checkmate here? It's gotta be close. Wait, no. I thought I could play this bishop in. Okay, so he drops the queen back. And by drops the queen back, I mean like loses the queen. And then he just mops up everything. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty cruel, right? He has, like, checkmate in one for, like, 5 moves. He has checkmate in one for, like, 8 moves. Right? This is checkmate in one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and then he finally plays it. Okay. That was good, though. I mean, you got him. That was a, I kind of want to see the roller coaster. That was just a worse game. It was a very back and forth game. Both players did not want to win that game. But not that move. You've seen this game repeatedly in your nightmares. Yeah, both sides had strong opportunities to win. But it was eventually Harry coming out on top. Okay. So, you know, memes aside, the opening, this is fine if you want to play like this, right? It's kind of like a Moroxy bind for black, except, you know, you don't play d5. But here, right, you can just take. Kind of like first thing. The bishop here is a little bit of an awkward move. The claw. Yeah, it was a fight for sure. Bishop here is a little awkward. I'm sure it's playable, right? I think we'll have a better battle next time. Yeah. We'll have to do a show match. We'll have to do like a best of 7 show match. There we go. That'll be next week's. Okay. So I think here, okay, yeah, of course, one you could take, but also maybe playing for like this sort of structure is a little bit better. And then, you know, playing for this pawn break or trying to apply pressure here, well, probably like this and this. And yes, this bishop sucks. The bishop sucks, but didn't look like an 1100 game. Yeah, the Harry versus Prasa dude. Okay. So yeah, going for this sort of pawn structure maybe. And then yeah, and then also, right? If you don't have your bishop here, you can just use your bishop to block this pin instead of the knight. That's also like a good thing. Let's see what else. I like the queen side expand here, trying to get after the king. I don't care what Jacob says. I would castle short. Just because there's no reason to take any risk here. And yes, I know Jacob's better than me, and he beats me even if he plays 3 nonsense moves. But you know, you gotta at least try. Okay. Always gotta watch out for stuff like this. So here, honestly, I would play for a small trick here. I would play for a small trick here and play h6 and go, yeah, take my bishop, and then try to go for this. because h6 stops this pawn from getting any further in, and also sets up this tactic. But okay. Yeah, okay, Jacob. And then, yeah, this... Yeah, okay. Apparently there's a checkmate in 8 here, which... I don't know how you didn't see this, Harry. A little disappointed that you didn't see the checkmate in 8, but, you know, we'll work up to it. I'm kidding, of course. There's there's no way anybody sees that in 8 moves. But yeah, there's, you know, there's like the general developing and attacking moves here. And then the queen blunder. Yeah, and then I think this endgame was played well, right? Gets the rooks connected, cuts the king, gets ready to push, and then just holds the BM of checkmated 1 for many moves, which, you know, of course I approve of. But okay, yeah, good game. We'll have to. Yeah, I hope that was good. Hey, thanker teacher. You need to send me the game of you beating that grandmaster. I need to see it. I want to see it. While we're reviewing games, anyways. Okay, but when we play the process sniper. In the means times. Congratulations, by the way. Good luck, have fun. Okay, it's Jacob. You can't claim it's not you and then do the double smiley face. Nobody does it. Okay, nobody does the double smiley face. All right. Oh wait, I have to get the right capture. Oh, that's not what I want either. This is what I want. Okay, you guys see it? You guys see the double smiley? You guys see the double smiley? Yeah. Good try, Wormius. Unless it's somebody trying to set Jacob up. There's no way. And he also plays. Okay, there's 0% chance. You gotta change your trademark. I never said it wasn't me. Yeah, it's like if Jacob became a serial killer, that would be his trademark, you know. Like you would see those at every crime scene. Oh, I fucked up. God damn it. Because I didn't play here first. It's a bluff. Rated 25-15. Okay. You can't confirm it was you who beat the GM? Brook Twan. Is it still perfect for white? It doesn't feel perfect for white. It's an opening if you're Jacob, for sure. It's an opening if you're Jacob. Oh shit. Wait. Am I getting mated? God. It's also scary. What's the okay? So it's a bishop and a knight and a pawn for a queen. Ugh. Why do you do this to me, Jacob? What about if I lift my rook and hit this guy? He's got to go back. Freaking ridiculous. Okay, what if I go here? And then just try to castle. Develop your pieces in castle. Yeah, gonna have to. What's the scholar's mate? This is the scholar's mate. Let me remember it. E4. Black does something. Bishop C4. Black does something. Queen here. Oh wait, no, I already messed it up. Black has to play really bad, by the way. Say here. Bishop here. This knight I guess works in here. And then he plays here. And this is scholar's mate. Okay. So, if I castle, I lose a piece here. What if I just play F3? And kick your doodad? Then I have to sacrifice my queen? Ah. If I play here, he takes here. God, this is so annoying. If I castle, I lose a piece. With a rook fork. God damn it. If I don't castle, 3 pieces versus a queen. I'm going for this. He can take here, and I think I want to play like rook here to hit his knight, right? To try to overload him. I don't think it works though. This is looking so shaky. Maybe I can try to control the D file. Yeah. I'd rather lose that than lose my queen. I'm down so much material. But he only has a couple pieces developed. But those pieces are pretty monstrous. Maybe I can just try to attack them. Alright, get out of my house. Get out of my house. I don't want you here no more. Okay. Wait, did Thinker already post the game like a while ago? Okay, where is it? There it is. Oh, that's the FIDE rating chart. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right. Well, let's I give this check, which is, you know, maybe mildly annoying. Trying to tie down his pieces here. And then I can try to develop out this way to attack his knight, which is a critical defender. Could also just block with his knight. Then maybe I can go bishop here and try to attack this soft point. And maybe rook here. And just try to get all my pieces playing. Okay, there we go. That's the game. The second week is your opponent's ELO. Okay. Player can show Muster how to beat the Smith Mora. Yeah. I only have to play it against the monsters of chat. The terrible people that play such openings. Okay, so let's not get forked. You know, let's not get forked immediately. I guess this. It's a feels bad man move. But I can try to get here. If he pushes here, then what? I gotta come up with like a completely different plan. Ugh. I guess I can go here. I can't play here to try to target this pawn. But I can play here and no, I can't even do that. Yeah, he's just gonna push me back. So I can't try to break the center. The centra. And let's try to do that. Cause I wanna get this rook in. Okay, guy. Okay, guy. Trading pieces off is of course bad for me. Because I need something to be able to attack him with. Okay. Holy cow. But yeah, being a GM, that's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive. What was the first thing you did after you beat the GM? Okay. Right, if I take here, he just plays bishop here. And I'm not in time with any of my own pawns. To try to really create any chaos per se. I do open this up. I could try to go for like this, right? To try to keep him away from here. Try to sack a pawn on the outs. Oh, fuck. No, I'm not taking a take back. GG. Yeah. Simply stop breathing deeply. Alright, let's see it. In the lead chess, Coratain. Bundesliga. Bundesliga. Okay. Alright, let's see. Thanker teacher. Playing the white pieces versus Grandmaster Johann Durskin. Thanker teacher currently rated 22-12 in this game. And the Grandmaster rated 25-58. Pretty strong. E4, E5. Ooh, getting a little gambit action. Getting a little gambity up in here. Okay. I don't know what this opening's called. It's called the Stunner Gambit. And it's called the Kishkirninsky variation. Okay, Johann Durskin is a nickname? Okay, okay. Trading central pawns. Offering the bishop trade here. Keeping that bishop on the table. Drops it back. Knight takes. Queen up. Escaping the queen trade. Lining up some pressure. Pressure on the e file. Moves the bishop back. Attacking. Or moves the knight back. Attacking the bishop. Thank you, teacher. Doesn't give a hoot. He's like, I'm activating my pieces. And this guy's like, fine. You can activate your pieces. I'm getting my queen out of the way. Lining up stuff over here. Thank you, teacher. He's like, I'm keeping my bishop. I like the bishop pair. This is nice. Which color is Thinker? Thinker's playing with the white pieces. Thinker's playing with the white pieces. Alright, developing, 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 developing. Okay. So he plays f6 here. Which, you know, weakening move. Thinker plays the white pieces. It's true. Once you cross 2200, you can start referring to yourself in the third person. But until then, you can't. Okay? That's the rule. I made it up, but it's the rule now. Yeah. See, Thinker knows. Thinker knows the well-known rule. Okay, f6. Trying to kick the bishop back. Bishop doesn't want to be back. Okay, takes. Shake and bake. Okay. So, pretty symmetrical. Black is up one pawn. Up one b pawn, specifically. And does have these weaknesses to play against. And has an exceptionally solid position. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how Thinker pulls this one off. Show the trap after bishop to e3. Okay. So... Okay. So he's threatening to take here, right? And then if takes, then this guy hangs. With check, actually. Apparently this is the best move. Is that what you're looking for? Before bishop f7? Yeah? Okay. So the little tactic there. Gets the knight on a good attacking square, right? Knife f5, as Benny Feingold calls it. Oh, let me turn this off. And he takes the bishop, right? Forcing a reaction this way or this way. Either way, the rook stays defended, so it's kind of, you know, a fielder's choice here. Takes. We trade some stuff off. Okay. What has changed? The Thinker has the bishop pair. Yeah. The knight becomes a knife once you get to f5. The Thinker has the bishop pair. That's a plus. Black has this knight that's way back on the 8th rank, right? Not as nice. Now, but white does have this, like, or black has this, like, long-term pressure here, which you could cut by playing c4, I guess. Black's also threatening, or white is also apparently the colors are just, you know, tough. Queen d3 is winning here. To threaten this and threaten this. Yeah, Queen d3 is definitely within the top moves. Yeah, Queen d3 best move. It's not necessarily winning, but it's a good move. Here. Now it's winning. A4. Come on, Thinker. And Queen d3 comes in now. Unfortunately, after the knight had already moved. So now this is just winning, right? It's just crushing. Because he doesn't have time to defend because this guy's hanging. So he's got to play back like this, and then you just take. But, you know, way easier to find in post-game analysis stuff. So, okay. Yeah, with the rook over is deadly. So why did you go for a4 first? Just to try to save the pawn? But yeah, I mean, all these pieces are pretty well placed here. So here. Okay, so they can go for a repetition here, but black's like, nah, I'm not about that stuff. You didn't spot rook d1, queen d3? Fair. This isn't a 3+2 game, right? So it's a quick game. This. Oh my thanker teacher. Oh my goodness. And just like that, he's up in exchange. This black has a damaged kingside structure. And thanker teacher has a winning position. And if not winning, a large advantage. Centralize the rook. Activate the rook. Attack all the pawns. Defend the pawn. Move the king. Attack. Attack. Oh my goodness, he sacrifices the knight for the 3 pawns. Thanker teacher just takes the pawn. He just goes, what are you doing, bro? I'm just going to take here. And with that, he separates these 2 pawns. And all of black's chances of ever trying to win this game. All the pawns just fall. Black has no way to win this. And thanker teacher beating a grandmaster of the game. Very nicely done, thanker teacher. Very nicely done. But okay, I saw that this was in a stream title last night, and I really wanted to look at this game. So thank you for sharing, thanker teacher, and congratulations, of course, on it's a big accomplishment. You have 2 wins against GMs. Okay, just 2 more wins against GMs and then you'll become a GM? Exactly, yeah. That's the norm, right? The 3 norms. I think you also have to have your rating above 2,500, right? So that might be somewhat of a barrier. At least for now. But hey, he's got a lot of books to read. We know the thinker's going to be there one day. Just another 100,000 puzzles. Yeah, absolutely an amazing job. I mean, there's a very small percentage of people in the world. Like, if you think about, like the 7-8 billion people, however many people there are these days in the world, how many of them have beat a real-life grandmaster of chess? Not a lot. And thinker teacher's one of them now. Lead chess staff to pump up your rating. It costs 100 euros. That's pretty funny. But okay. That's going to be it for tonight. For tonight's festivities. Thank you again to Mr. Prostitute for coming on and talking about some chess. I know I enjoyed it. Yeah, we're gonna go off into the world. Yeah, let's send you over to the churro. Let's go hang out with the churro. I hear a challenge, but no challenges for today. For lunch. Okay. We'll become a GM as you beat a GM. That's true. That's true. I mean, it's not true, but it's generous. Nice. Glad you enjoyed the stream, Harry. Have a good night. Jacob, have a good night. Thinker, Mr. Prostitute. Let's see, who else is still here? Wormius, have a good night, of course. Yeah, guys. Have a great night, and catch you tomorrow.